I believe it. When anything can be a jump scare if you're not prepared for it. So.
Well, the thing is,
All
nobody
right,
else is
y'all
up at
are
6.
now audible. So just to do my due diligence, I'm gonna also get a background up so that everybody's looking at something here. I have not launched Tabletop Simulator in so long. Oh my god!
Wasn't it Fire who was pushing for Monday and they're not even here?
Yep.
Imagine. I'm just gonna put that out. I give up. I give
Anyways,
up.
we're audible, so I'm gonna say the most vile thing possible, just to be a troll.
That's why I'm not allowed in 17 of the 50 United States.
Hold up. Wait, hold on. I can also just, as you're about to say a thing, try to rear up to say something.
Okay.
Hey,
I'm
you
about
know
to say the
when your
most.
mom, but your mom.
I'm about to make the worst joke known to mankind.
What you know about rolling down in the deep?
I don't know what Fox was doing there, but
That's all good. I was just, I don't know if y'all heard it or not, though. It was a beeping. I have a sensor beep that's on my soundboard. So.
Okay. Interesting.
This is the thing that Yokobi did.
I'm just gonna ping Fire.
Go for it.
It's fine.
Hold on.
Man's was pushing for Monday.
There we go.
He's not
Okay,
even
now I
here.
can hear it.
It's okay.
Now I can hear it.
It's fine.
Alright, well, alright.
Anyways, time to open the stream on both platforms.
The table is
also
open.
Hello, Ghost Dog. Welcome to the stream.
Nice. I'm assuming the password has
same shit as usual. Same shit, different day.
Exclusive.
That's always when you poop at midnight.
Fair enough.
Fox rage.
I totally didn't hit the wrong button.
Fox
don't worry about it.
Quit from that.
Yep, rage quit. Done.
Was that joke
I'm
that bad, Fox?
No. No, I just hit the wrong fucking button.
Fox, was that joke that bad?
I mean, perfectly intentional.
He's muted, so we have no idea.
Fuck.
Fox died IRL.
God damn it, I forgot that I had myself muted there. Don't worry about it. No, I hit the wrong button. I was supposed to unmute and I disconnected.
Oh.
Don't worry about it. Let me cut my video here so y'all can't see the password. I'm gonna do. There we go.
No, I remember the day before we were supposed to leave, Fox and I watched the Mahler video. We were like, oh, we're gonna watch it for a few hours, and we're gonna get bored. But now we watched the whole thing.
Yeah.
We watched all 5. We watched all 5 hours of the Doctor Strange video.
Because that's what we do. We just watch like an over analysis of something for the sake of sure.
Well, no, because Frey was gone. Your flight got delayed. I was just I
fucking hated that. By the way, I was so bored for the next day.
Why? Because I wasn't there, and then Frey wasn't there either.
Well, because I'm a massive wallflower when I don't have people to springboard off of. That's why.
Oh, what?
Wallflower. You've never heard that phrase before?
No.
That's what you call somebody that like doesn't like. Yeah. Go ahead.
There's this species of flower that grows out of the wall.
Oh, okay, I see.
Guys, I'm watching the Twitch chat, and Twitch fucking censored coward.
Alright, by the way, guys. Space Jam DVD, Space Jam DVD, Space Jam DVD.
I want one.
Space Jam DVD, Space Jam DVD, Space Jam DVD, Space Jam DVD.
This needs to see right here. Jesus Christ.
Yep, Space Jam DVD.
Alright, I'm just gonna. There you go. You can delete that now.
Space Jam DVD. And yes,
don't want exactly one though.
Front and back.
Right here.
You can also
the Space Jam DVD.
It's fully textured on the back as well.
Oh my
what
god.
What even is Space Jam? I've heard so many memes about it, but I don't know what it actually is.
It's Looney Tunes and what's his name? Fucking
Michael Jordan. It's when Michael Jordan was a big basketball player, and they're like, "Yo, you have to play in a basketball game because you're the best basketball player that we know of to beat all the aliens called the Monstars."
Yeah, basically, Danny DeVito wants to take over the Earth or like Toon World, so he's like, I'm going to fucking send my aliens. Yes. And then like Bill Murray and Wayne Knight and Michael Jordan all get involved, and hijinks ensues. And Lola Bunny is there, and everyone gets like thirsty.
Yes.
I don't know how many pretzels you have to eat, but you get really thirsty. Real fast. Anyway, yeah, we should watch Space Jam at some point then.
I would not mind that. All right.
Zen, what
Probably
are your thoughts on Space Jam before we start?
I'm not getting DMCA'd, so.
Everybody get up and do the slam now.
Bam! You never get a partnership ever again.
Welcome to the...
Anyway, Zen, are you here? I want verbal confirmation that you are here before I start.
Dun, 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 dun,
He died IRL.
Zen,
No.
okay.
There he goes.
There he goes. I guess we're not playing the session anymore.
Well,
Yeah.
that's all, folks. Thanks for coming to the
Yeah,
stream.
thanks for waiting 4 weeks.
That's everything. All right, catch you next time. Oh man, on Wednesday I actually need to do that video finally where I'm working on a thing for anybody who's been paying attention, by the way, too, where I'm going to wind up putting up like actual photos of the trip that I had, because it was fucking awesome, and I want to talk about it in a video to people and whatnot, though. But you're going to see San Japan pictures on my Instagram, which I'm making an Instagram for.
I thought going to the restaurant with everybody else, or with Mark and all of them, was really funny.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely. The whole thing was fucking awesome. Wait, yeah, did you enjoy, speaking of that, by the way, did you enjoy my censorship of you, by the way?
Oh, yeah. Always remember, Fox's Kitsune is pregnant.
I am not pregnant. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, hold up. Yo, actually, Corb, I gotta DM that to you. Hold up.
Oh.
What am I about to see?
There was a weird thing that happened on Twitter. Like,
bro, no. What happened very specifically was because after looking at the picture that's for like my whatchamacallit, right? Frey goes, "Yo, does she look pregnant?" And I'm like, "No, she shouldn't. What the fuck are you talking about? She is absolutely not." So Yokame decides, yo, you know what'd be really funny? Why don't I edit the actual image in a particular way to plus this, right? And thus this was born. I'm going to literally just throw this into the Star and City chat because I just don't care enough.
Oh, God, my eye.
See.
This is what Yokami made out of my fucking profile pic for YouTube. Now that has a completely different connotation.
I hate it here.
I hate it. Absolutely. I hate it.
This is horrific.
This is self-cessed.
This is the epitome of the now draw her pregnant meme.
Exactly. Yeah, it's just, yeah, so now that I've been submitting to having to see that now, that's all of your problems now. So yeah.
Yeah, I think I just contracted a new mental illness from that, thanks.
Probably.
Okay, if I, without further ado, if I may.
Yes, you may.
Yeah.
I would like to get this thing on the show on the road, the return.
This road in the show.
I don't even know what to call it. You guys are like a collective
Right,
group.
I
Like,
muted
I don't
to
know
them
what to
all.
call you guys. Like the fucking booze office. Fucking dumb office.
Dumb office.
Yeah, dumb office makes sense.
Okay, so yeah, last time we were at, some of us are at a burning building, some of us are at a hospital.
Can we be Gatucci office?
Yes,
Sure.
I second this motion. Gatucci office.
I
Okay.
see where Gatucci office.
Okay, Gatucci office. Yeah, some of you are at a burning building. One of you's at home at the bar, and two. Some people are also at the hospital too. Let me remember that. Yeah, that's right.
Pretty much everybody
Okay.
that isn't Al, actually, and I think maybe one other person? Maybe? I think Al is the only one. It's like just Al and Clayton,
I'm the
right?
only one. Yeah.
Yeah, Al and Clayton are back at the bar still.
Yeah, you're just still tied to a bar stool.
Shu and Ash are at the hospital right now. Shu is talking to his boss, and Ash has also been there with him. And the rest of you two. You guys are, I guess, if I remember correctly, you guys are still at the site of the bomb. If I remember correctly.
No, we followed him a short distance behind to the hospital. Just, gave him his own space with Ash. So, basically, if he's inside of the room, how I pictured it is if he's inside of the room and was speaking to Red for a bit there, I would be in the hallway, outside, or in the waiting room or something, wherever that I would be in that area, right?
Millie,
that's where I would be.
Millie is probably also in the hallway, just vibing.
Okay, I guess I'll let Zen, you can start off, I guess.
I think that everyone just don't recall. I haven't really needed to say anything further. I know that
Oh, it's all good.
we're
It is
basically
all
just
good.
walking back.
We're all magical girls on the inside.
After he's talked to Red already, so he hasn't gotten any new information.
Okay, so I'm assuming you lot would like to meet back up. I'm assuming.
Yeah, we're gonna meet back up. I assume, yeah.
Okay, so you and Ash leave the room, and you guys meet up with Vincent and Millie in the hallway.
Oh, well, there he is.
No, she notes the two of you and waves a bit. You can tell he's been crying a bit. His goggles are not covering how red his cheeks are a little bit from them being puffed up. You can see a little bit of his hair being messed up slightly, but otherwise he's pretty much in the same state you saw him when he left the area. When you guys first met up with him. Oh, he is missing the two blue. He is missing the rings that he was wearing on his hands, though. When you guys last talked to him,
He got divorced.
Oh, no. And then just to end everything off on that day, on top of it, friend zoned. Fucking hell, man.
Not soon enough.
All right. What would I do in that circumstance?
You guys. So just a reminder, as you guys know, you guys have another lead you can follow. You can return back to the bar as well.
correct?
Because you guys have interest in hunting for Green again to see if you can pry any more information from him after you learn what you know now.
That is true. I feel like we need to make sure that we can go and grab for several reasons. But I think for the main reason of there is still another player here. I think we should go and grab Al.
Yeah.
I don't know if you said that in character or out of character.
This is out of character, yeah.
Okay, I was going to actually recommend instead that we head to Millie's area.
Oh shit! We can checkpoint that on the way back in it because that kind of would be along the way. So again, still out of character though, but we can definitely roleplay it out in a minute.
I know, yeah. Because at this point she has already figured out the connection, and so it would be like, hey, we should head to Millie to make sure things are okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is what the funding is.
I mean, here's also the other thing too. Would that be something that you would have brought up in conversation there, or are you too distracted currently right now, Millie?
Millie's dumb and hasn't made the connection.
I was going
to say we could just spin it where it's like, I just want to drop by and say hello to the old man or something, and then it's like, yeah, we decided that we want to drop by here.
I mean, she always wants to go say hi to her old man, but
correct. But also, I think because she'd already been there, I don't know, what was it, 2 days technically in game time. I don't know if she would come back immediately again. Maybe if we had gone like the entire week without visiting, I would argue that, but I don't.
All right, fair enough. Let's just go with this then. Let's just go with this. Vincent is just gonna waltz up to you right now. Okay, hand on your shoulder, consolingly, and just after like a couple of moments of silence, right there, just trick question. But are you good?
You see his head look up to you and just. Well, no, actually, how tall are you again? Wait.
Did I make him my height? I have to check that, actually. Hold up. I did not write it in here. I'm gonna say he's my height. Fuck it, 6'4".
Alright, so you just gonna look at you and just kind of nod a little.
Fox, I'm going to kindly need you to give me your knees.
Why do you want them? No, they're mine! They're mine!
I want them!
No!
Millie is short. Because Millie is short. That's why.
That's fair.
Short. Millie's tall.
Okay, fair enough. God, that's funny. Alright, so he's gonna nod and just kind of under his breath, just one step at a time.
He removes your hand, or he swats away your hand.
Well, he already took his hand off of you, but...
Oh, okay, never mind. He'll... I guess you could say he acknowledges it a bit, but then he'll look at Millie and say, "We're going to need to head to your." Oh, sorry, I need to say that with. Okay, we need to head to your. work.
You need something from the boss?
Your boss may be in trouble. Our target's been targeting the people that we care about. That's why he's gone to Vincent and then now here. So we should check on your place, at least before we head to check on Al.
Millie's expression very quickly falls to something a bit more serious. And she nods quickly. Oh.
He notes this and says, "Can you what's the location so we can head there quickly?"
I think it's in the 23rd district, 21st.
21st. So then where are we right now?
It's the Cannibal District.
Yeah, the 23rd district is Cannibal District.
Okay,
we are currently
where your place of work is. So.
I forgot.
I'm going to assume the conversation went over. Vincent would just as soon as humanly possible. Just let's not waste time then.
Where are we right now again?
Where's your office?
U Corp.
Then there you go. There's your answer.
District U Corp is what district though?
It doesn't matter. We can just throw something out into the air. To be honest with
you.
No,
I need no specific time frame. One moment.
Yeah.
U district is District 21. Wait. District 12?
Well, it only took it was like a 3-day walk anyway from here from Clayton's Bar, and that was like fucking right there. So
yeah, because Zen decided to run instead of
so just springboard it like 3 days from that. Be about that.
I mean, if I don't run, I'm not running. He's not running this time.
Yeah, I know.
Thing, so.
But that was how long it took for us to get there. Good sir.
Well, yeah, for you guys to an hour or so.
Wait, no, we were way faster because true.
I mean, technically, we could just take the warp train, so it doesn't really matter what we are.
No, we are taking
wrong. Ever happens in the warp train? Let's do it.
Nope.
Yeah.
Well, she's going to look at Ash and say, "We're going to be running quick, so get ready to hide if need be, but don't run."
Oh, you're gonna blitz it.
He's not blitzing, but he's blitzing. He's not blitzing, but since he doesn't know like if the dude's already there and like waiting for a trap, it's more of just telling her, "Hey, be prepared just in case like something goes wrong. I'm booking it."
All right, fair enough.
So
she nods her head really quick. Really, like she's visibly nervous about this whole situation now. No, she's figured it out. What's going on?
Well, hold up. She's gonna take one step and stop right quick and think for a few moments.
What's up, kid?
No, I know what we can do. She was going to run. You're gonna see she like turn back, run upstairs quickly. After like 4 to 5 minutes, you're gonna see him run back down again, and then starts heading. He's gonna go straight to the door and start running out the hospital to head to the nearest warp station.
So you just met back up with us after storming off to do a thing?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
The entire waiting period, Millie was very much raring to go, like shifting from one foot to the other.
Yeah.
Definitely looking nervous.
Yeah, you just see she like
Vincent has taken notice. Vincent has noticed. He has taken notice.
Okay, you guys begin to make your way to the nearest warp station. Ash like clears her throat and says, "Well, do you think he knows anything about me?"
Unlikely. If he did, then he would have attacked you when we were not watching.
That's the thing. I don't know where I come from, but he might, and if he does, I could lose people I never even knew. That's scary.
He stops walking up.
Well, that's all the more reason that we need to keep you alongside us while we go ahead and continue this investigation.
She also adds a little bit, and then picking up pace once more. And also, if you do lose anyone, you'll at least have reason to get revenge on them if you want to.
She doesn't dignify. She doesn't give it a response. She just kind of looks down at her feet again and keeps walking.
At bare minimum, as strange as it sounds, I think that would be more of a positive thing, because then at least we can get some answers.
We're all in the dark, same as you, Ash.
You guys continue to the warp train. Take the warp train. Nothing fucking
Nothing
weird
sus.
happens.
Nothing happens. We make some triangles. Some squares, perhaps?
Maybe some squares.
Maybe some dollars.
Yeah.
Maybe a circle if we're feeling spicy.
Yeah. Imagine if I'm waiting for the day where there's like a whole dollar that comes with a warp trade that was made during those encounters.
If we need to alternate universe a time where we use the warp train now, what all of our characters would be doing in that time frame. Like, how long would you go before you go absolutely batshit insane and turn into a meat clump?
I mean, that depends on Shu. She would probably be within the first year, but it's all good.
That's how much money I get paid.
That's true. No, I would actually survive for a very long time because of the sole reason that he just keeps going. I'm not getting paid for this. I'm not getting paid for this.
Gatucci just standing over everybody. Just, oh God, pick up your head. We've been over this. Oh God.
Yeah.
God, if you're gonna die, at least give me your wallet first.
Exactly. Like he would be the one in the horror movie that survives simply because he's like so selfish enough that he's like, I can't go insane. I'm not getting paid. When I get paid, then I'm gonna go insane.
Blood
Until
splatters
then,
onto his
I ain't
jacket.
going insane.
Oh man, do you know how expensive this vest was? What the fuck?
Do you know how expensive treatment for insanity is? Are you kidding me?
I can see it.
Basically.
Bro,
Okay.
I do not have enough money to go to the doctors if you slit my throat. Like, can we
Exactly.
just
Like
not?
it's so much for healthcare, man. I can't.
So you guys get off the warp train, and I'm assuming Millie knows where her workplace is.
yeah.
He truly
Very much.
is
Yeah,
too.
she's basically like sprinting a short distance and remembering that the others are following her, so she waits for them to catch up, and then she sprints again and repeat.
Technically, only Ash and Vincent, I would assume, are behind because she would be like keeping up with you, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you make it. Butcher shop, normal on the outside.
Millie's got throw open the door. Anyone in there? This is
Yeah,
your
Mi-
boss.
Millie's gonna throw up in the door?
Throw open.
Oh, I thought you said that you're gonna
Like,
throw up.
shove it open dramatically.
Closes up a door casually, walks away, no further comment.
So casually opens the door. Sayori?
Refuses to elaborate.
Refuses to elaborate further.
It's quiet.
Sure, you'll notice that my fucking hand is actually on the big blade on my back this time and not on my hip.
Oh, his hand's on his whip, so don't worry about that
It's
one.
quiet inside, like really, really quiet.
Millie's immediately gonna start wandering around. Obviously, she knows this place like the back of her hand. So she's just calling out, boss, you in here?
No response.
Vincent's gonna follow you inside.
For the
She-
record,
yeah,
I don't know
she-
if this messes with your plans, but I basically thought of the shop as like you know those shops where it's like a shop on the bottom floor and then the person lives on the upper floor?
Yeah, that's what the bar is. That's what the
Yeah.
bar.
Yeah, that's what I think the butcher shop is.
Okay.
Okay,
Well,
yeah.
Keep the meat.
So
If this is
Millie's gonna-
actually what happens, go
Millie's
suck.
gonna
Oh
run
my
upstairs.
fucking
She's not
god.
waiting for the others anymore.
She's outside, so that's a line.
Yeah, and Vincent's
nothing.
just gonna struggle to keep behind you.
Nothing. Quiet.
She's gonna take out her phone and she can't really type on it, but she's gonna use voice commands to say, call the boss.
Okay. You go straight to voicemail.
Millie is getting visibly quite stressed now. She is hurrying between rooms in the upstairs area, just calling out boss over and over.
I don't know. You're just screaming into the void, Millie. I don't know.
She's not smart. She doesn't know what else
Yeah.
to do.
Mm-hmm.
After kind of just looking down into his, just brushing his whiskers for a bit, Vincent, one of the times that you're like waltzing by, the fourth time that you decided to check upstairs or whatnot, okay, he's just going to put his hands on your shoulders for a minute and just look you straight in the eyes. Millie, he's not here.
Where is he supposed to be then? He keeps his phone on when he's going out.
I don't know. I don't know. I wish I had more that I knew that I could actually tell you right now, but I just don't know. We're going to find him, though. Okay?
Nowhere else to look. He doesn't go out much.
It's We will find him.
She looks like she's very much on the brink of tears. Just stressed. One more time, okay? I just want to check one more time.
Okay. If it puts your mind at ease, go for it. We'll be right here.
And she will do another lap of the entire place, going into each room, and she probably doesn't find anything, but and she's still calling out.
You find nothing. It's scary, right? It's scary how normal everything is, despite knowing that it's not. How normal the inside of this place looks, at least. No sign of any sort of fight. No sign of anything of the sort. It's as if they just left the house.
Vincent's just kind of pacing the same, 4 to 5 foot area right at the entrance. This entire time, just thinking.
Once she is done with her last search, Millie is once again trying to call her boss's phone again as she walks back to the front where the others are. Question: Are the boss's shoes here and stuff like that? Does it look like he left?
There's no shoes.
As if he had gone out to go on a grocery hunting or something.
No shoes.
So yes, basically he did. It did seem as though he just walked out.
Millie is oddly very quiet as she just kind of keeps dialing her boss.
Vincent's still thinking and pacing. I imagine you're just still dialing relentlessly, just hoping that something goes through.
Yeah. She's just keeping at it. She can't really type a message, so...
Gotcha.
The cons of having metal fingers.
Oh, fun. Alright. After a bit, then I would imagine of just noticing that you just keep calling the same number. Okay. He's gonna waltz up to you. Why don't you keep that up? Keep calling, and let's make our way back to Clayton and Al for now. Does that work?
Millie just gives a little nod.
Okay. Shoo, pack your shit.
You snap Snoo out of his thought, and he you see his head shoot up, looking at you for a moment.
God, I've literally become the fucking party dad. God damn it.
He stands up and he after looking around for Ash, because I'm assuming she either went to go comfort Millie or she was just staying behind him the entire time.
Ash just doesn't know what to say, really. She doesn't know Ash. Well, no. She would be comforting Ash, definitely. She would just have a hand on her shoulder.
Alright, so.
Or just she'd be reaching up and patting her on the shoulder.
Alrighty. Well, yeah, I'd be trying to fucking orchestrate everybody to just start getting their shit and getting a move on so that we can get back to the bar and all that fun stuff. Anybody have anything of importance that they're going to be doing on the way out the door?
No, only thing that she was just doing, you just see him thinking on occasion, more often than usual.
Fair enough. Pretty much I'm in the same boat with that one. Millie's probably still just calling the phone number, I imagine, as I'm just trying to urge her out the door.
Absolutely.
Fair enough.
She's not smart enough to think of any other plan.
That's fair. That's totally fair. So that would make me the last person to walk out of the fucking bar or whatever the fuck, out of the fucking deli. So I'm just going to take one more look in. I imagine nothing of interest. Yeah?
Nope.
Okay. Well, on the road again.
Oh, yeah,
All right.
before they leave, though, Millie's gonna... She has keys to the shop, so she's gonna lock it up the store is, closed, so that nobody goes in.
Oh, smart.
Smart. She do have a brain cell.
She has one, but it is entirely devoted to being dog girl.
Okay, so you guys head back to the. Unless you guys want to do anything specific on the way there, you guys are just gonna.
No, maybe not at this exact moment. Though, if I could have a suggestion for you, it's entirely how you want to go ahead and steer things, though. If there winds up being like a small free time event, I had an idea. So.
Right.
Because I would want to do something to kind of comfort these two.
Okay, you guys head back to the bar. And you guys enter, and there is Al, and Al tied to the chair, and Clayton by himself. No Hana this time.
Al, Shu will ask Al, "Where's your house?"
I mean, other than the one in L Corp, I don't really have one.
Where do you have any? Do you have any family, extended family, currently visiting?
Nope.
Just
you?
Fuck?
Yeah. I mean, hey, in this business, you gotta learn how to cut off all ties.
I don't know if I should be sorry for you, or if I should say that that's a blessing in this circumstance.
I'm asking like parents and crap. No?
Parents? Nope. Not that I can remember.
Ah. She like pauses upon hearing that. It's like he
don't feel sad for me. It's all water under the bridge.
He doesn't. He's not crying. He just nods at you like.
Just,
that's probably the most shocking thing he's seen all day, or heard all day actually.
I'm surprised that's the.
You got to dedicate that brain cell to Medica, baby. Well done.
So she like quietly groans a bit, but he at least is a bit happy. You can at least see him like perk a bit. At least you don't have to worry about running to him. Okay.
All right, you're gonna see Vincent just fucking takes a seat and it's just a deep ass breath, long exhale.
Well, as everything, well, you guys look like you have a rough time.
It's been a trip, Clayton.
Is it
Problem
bad?
is I have no idea what to make of it.
Is it bad?
Well, apparently 3 of us, of everybody here, have, we have reason to believe that our fucking client here that we were looking for, first off, apparently he doesn't exist anymore and he died in an explosive fire. In Shu's office, no less. Secondly, my workshop, as well as Millie's Deli, where she works, there's nothing there. It's like they just left for absolutely no reason, the people that exist in those places. And I have 0 leads on anything that's going on. That workshop is never empty, Clayton. You don't know. There's always shit going on, and that they will find something for you. They practically sleep in the goddamn place. This is strange.
Sounds like we're escalating here.
She puts his hand on his lips, and then puts 2 hands to cover his ears, and then points to eye right quick.
You mean Al?
Al? I think you mean Al, yeah.
Al. Sorry.
You're good.
Yeah. It's just signaling for him to close his eyes and cover his ears right quick, or at least figure out how to deafen, or figure out how we're gonna move so that he doesn't hear what we're talking about, because we don't know if the man is
Well, if you couldn't tell, I shake my hands.
He hasn't gotten much better, unfortunately. So even if that guy is dead, like you're telling me, obviously it hasn't done anything for him. Hasn't done anybody any favors.
If he was dead.
Before we get into anything too sensitive, though, would it be more ideal to step outside for a moment?
Unfortunately, I think there's no way around it at this point. He already knows enough about you guys to attack you personally.
But he doesn't know anything new, so I would prefer.
Honestly, it's inevitable that he finds out.
He's got a point.
No, I'm gonna shut up. Out of character, anyways.
I mean, with how much beating around the bush he's doing, he's kind of a coward.
I will say, there has been I've had reports. I've been checking in with other local offices, and there have been strange reports, at least.
Strange how?
A local syndicate has kind of they're under the index. They're under protection from the index, and apparently something major is going on right now within those little wackos.
Mm. While he's talking about this too, Vince is he's gonna go behind the bar, and you'll notice anybody with any memory of this will notice that he's mixing up the same fucking thing that Millie drank with the lady from what was it, Hard Office?
Caroline.
Yeah, Caroline. He's gonna mix up that same drink real quick while Clayton is speaking.
By this point, Millie has actually stopped trying to call her boss. She's just set her phone down by now, and she's just she doesn't look like she's paying that much attention. She's just sitting down and visibly trying not to cry.
All right. Well, he's mixing up that drink while Clayton is speaking. But if there's anything else that you're going to add on to that one, Ed, go for it.
There happens to be a divide at this point within the index itself.
A divide.
This might sound familiar now because a group of members have apparently started disobeying. Apparently,
the index of all.
My fear is that our little friend has gotten in.
That would make the most sense because I honestly, I've never heard of any kind of defecting in the history of anything that I have ever known involving the index. They're some of the most hard-ass, pull-up-the-ass motherfuckers since the thumb.
What were you gonna say, Shu?
Shu just says, well, let them burn. Well, who cares about the index? They can die for all the tours.
The issue is that there is a major civil war pretty much going on right now.
Then let them kill themselves. It's much easier.
I see
that information would be very relevant for us.
I was about to say, I see this as information to gain,
and we just so happen to have one of the strongest informants in our group. As I'm looking at Shu right now and passing him a glance,
he I can't even say like he looks away because his goggles are on still. He hasn't taken them off. So like. He like tilts his head away slightly and clenches his teeth.
Just a thing to consider for now.
My point is, maybe talking to, or at least trying to get in with some of the leaders of the local syndicate might help us with our investigation.
Get a little bit of a word on the streets from the people who are on the inside.
Because listen, at this point, we're exhausting all sort of professional options with the fixer market itself. We have to go to the seedier area now because we're running out of options. In my eyes, at least.
I mean, fuck. The higher ends of the fixer offices right now are very clearly being fucking sliced down as we speak.
Yeah, then there's that whole thing with the mole, which I am still concerned about. I don't want... As much... I'm worried about myself as much as I'm worried about you guys. I don't know what's going on with going on with me right now, and hearing this does not assure me anything.
That is troubling. As he says this, he's going to drop that drink that he's been mixing up for the last couple of moments, Millie, right in front of him.
Billy glances over at it and then looks at Fox, Vincent.
Mm-hmm.
She's just looking at him.
Like, bottom line here, I think it'll do you some good to maybe check out what's going on with the Findex or even the Syndicate local.
It's a next step for sure.
She's visibly distraught at this idea and just sits.
Are there any objections?
Several, but none that'll be heard.
Shoot. What's your problem?
Well, we are still a group, either or. I want to hear any and all suggestions from everybody from here on in. What you got on your mind?
He sighs and just... It's not professional. Doesn't matter anyways. Let's just get it over with and then head over.
I'm going to ask you to speak up. That's an order.
I'm speaking up. We'll work with the index, and then once that's done and over with, we'll walk away. And pretend that we were never there.
I don't know if you caught that or not, by the way, but yeah, you just said some bad blood.
She, looks at Millie and Vincent, and then at Clayton. A little bit it runs a little deeper than just blood. He walks upstairs right quick, so he's going to slouch on the couch in the upstairs room right quick. He's tired, emotionally and physically.
Kid's had a long fucking few days.
Well, I can tell. You guys look like you guys got hit by a bus or something.
A bomb apparently went off in his office. All but one person was even pulled out of the wreckage to begin with. One confirmed dead, and one disappeared. People he's very close with. From what I can understand, that look in his eyes on top of it, that wasn't just grief or anything of the sort. It's like it's happened before, or at least similar.
And what about our little hostage?
I'm sorry. Is he talking about the crooked nose man?
The doctor.
The doctor. Oh, the doctor. I mean, that's the problem. I haven't really been able to pull up anybody other than his boss. The entire fucking office is up in shambles and completely structurally unsound now, so I have no idea what will wind up happening with that.
That's right. Only she knows about that. That's very cool.
So
only she knows about that information. Oopsie daisy. Oh.
Tell you what. If you want to just wait around here for a minute, I can go grab somebody from the syndicate and I can pull a few strings, possibly. Unless you guys want to go. Unless you guys want to go in and do it, I can just write a letter. They know who I am.
I think it's been a long enough day for all of us. If I'm going to be honest with you, Clayton, I would rather rest my old ass bones for a minute.
Well, not old.
I'm old and elderly.
I'm assuming
You're 43, watch your mouth.
I'm assuming the kid doesn't want to tag along either.
I think it would be best not to. At least for now.
Okay. He goes ahead, he straightens himself up and he like fixes his hair a little. I will be right back. I am going to get permission to get you guys through without any trouble.
We appreciate it.
Yep, no prob. Don't make a mess, and if you do, please clean up after yourselves, alright?
Fair enough.
All good? All good. He walks out the door. Now
Al, have you been anywhere other than the fucking bar stool this entire time? I'm imagining no, he hasn't been. He's been in the same fucking spot, tied to that stool.
He's just
Probably.
Also, Fox, you can do if you want, unless you want to untie Al now.
Yeah, that's what I'm definitely gonna do right first, just for funsies. Is it just rope?
Yeah, that sounds like.
Well, it's Millie tied rope, so I'm not sure if Millie has a special.
That's true. Oh, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna cut it anyway, regardless of what it is. Congratulations, Al. You're fucking free.
His arms are lost with blood.
Guess I'm coming along then.
Al,
I see no reason otherwise.
Al, you guys want to tell you now we're free.
Yeah, you still haven't paid me yet, asshole.
Damn.
I fucking love Al.
I don't owe you a lot, buddy.
Oh, well, business is simple, you know. I get paid, I do work. I don't get paid.
Or how about you do work and you don't get your neck snapped? How about that?
I'm assuming like Vincent is just looking at him talking to himself like, what?
I actually just walked away and sat down at the table with Millie with a cup of coffee.
Yeah,
I'm saying it's out loud, right? I assume at least one or two of you are kind of confused.
I'm not at all confused at this point. Now it's just normal. I'm like, this is just Al. I've accepted it.
Yep.
Vincent's very deadpan.
Millie's too busy being Sag.
Oh my god, just both of them are just casually like, oh, he's talking to himself again. Whatever.
Ash sits down next to Millie. Just pats her on the back and rubs her back.
Millie be sipping her drink.
What's she drinking?
Whatever Fox made.
Whatever that liquor was, she drank that one night with the lady.
Oh, the really strong one?
The fruity strong stuff. I made it a little less strong, though, so that she isn't, like, fucking super tipsy from one drink.
Bestie, she has 8 Ron.
Fair.
She's fine.
Everything's fine. This is normal.
Fox, if you want to do that thing now.
Are you giving us like a montage or no?
If you want to do that thing now, you can do it. You're free to.
Alright, fair enough. First off, Shu, you're still just chilling out upstairs, yeah?
She was on the couch. He is just You see him holding the picture that he took from the wreckage, and that's all he's been staring at this entire time.
Alright, before I wind up doing that, I'm gonna step up off the table and I'm gonna leave you two for a moment and see what he's up to. I'll be back.
Millie just makes a little noise in confirmation that she heard. Sort of like an
His demeanor is gonna be a little different, a bit more courteous than usual. He's gonna have like a courteous head nod, almost like a light bow even to you before he steps off. And he's going to make his way upstairs. You said you were staring at a picture, Shu?
He's staring at the picture that he took from the thing. His bag. You see his bag like on the floor with some items, including like the Green's knife, some photos. You see one or two pins from different offices, and then he's just holding his goggles are on the ground, and he's laid back and looking at the photo. His legs are currently off, so he's just staring at it.
Alright, he's gonna step up the stairs as you'll probably hear him too, because he's gonna make his like footsteps loud enough so that you can hear somebody's going up the stairs. You know, rather than just sneaking up.
I'm trying to mold. Why don't you let me mold, Father?
Oh, seethe and mold.
Yeah, I'm trying to brood, Father. Why won't you let me
helpless
brood?
ratio.
Yes.
Helpless.
Beautiful. Alright, so your
Maidenless.
in-character reaction? Maidenless you are. I was just playing that today. Oh my god.
No, she won't care. He just hears you and assumes that you'll probably like either you're coming upstairs to grab something or just coming to talk, but he doesn't care either way.
Okay. So I'm gonna ask again. How you doing, Shu? Like, how you're really doing?
The room is dark, so he's going. The one window that's there, is just providing a little dim light. You should turn on the light first before you start talking to someone.
Click.
Well played. Anyways,
You were saying?
Something doesn't feel right. At least,
As in?
I feel too much emotions right now, and I'm not sure what to do with them. I'm currently just reminiscing on the past. Things before that stupid library came up. Nothing, everything was alright, and that stupid place came out, and then for some reason everything went to hell. I'm not able to see her anymore. I'm not able to laugh like we used to. I'm not even able to see Red actually proud of me. I just see the same old dead face. So no. I'm not okay right now. I'm just wanting to go back. Where I didn't have to breathe the same air without her again.
You know, the more you open your mouth, the more that I start to see little bits and pieces of my own past. I don't know if I like it or not, but... Well... You know, I wasn't always a workshop meister, right? It actually goes a lot deeper than that.
He's slowly like putting the picture back in his bag. You have his attention.
Well, for starters, you've definitely all seen the picture that was sitting on top of my workshop. I'm not going to deny anything right there. The more astute of you would have noticed that that was my sister, Vivi. Was, at least.
I was wrong. I thought that she was your lover at some point. He chuckles at that a bit.
You know, that was often something that we got, even, well, when we did fixer work, actually.
You guys seem like a great combo.
A little bit of a, yeah, we were quite the duo, for sure. We were part of a less of an informant office of yours. Well, to be honest with you, and straightforward, we were known more or less as simply executioners clearing up whatever trash that we needed to off of the streets. We didn't really do anything that was too heinous, whatever that would mean to anybody these days. There was still a code, a moral of sorts, you know, something like that, but those who were really dangerous, the awful, more dangerous syndicates and murderers and this, that, or the like. You could say that we were on the roads of being able to sign a bit of a partnership with the Zwei once upon a time. This is about 12 years ago.
He chuckles. You make it sound like you were single-handedly the reason the smoke war ended.
No. You see, maybe I would have thought that once upon a time, but see, a couple of things wound up happening where I realized that I had a long fucking way to go, even now. Well, in short, that was what we did. We were a bit of a tag team duo. Well, you've seen me use these two swords. I think you can put the picture together on where it came from. Doesn't ever leave my hip.
He nods. You're waiting for the day you can give the other one back to her.
You could say that. You see, a very similar thing from what you had gone through had changed me forever. About 10 years from now. It was a while, we built our way up in the ranks. All of that fun stuff. The fixer dream to be able to move up in the ranks. The pipe dream of eventually becoming either one of the nests or, you know, anything of that sort. You can see where that landed me. But in short, yeah, the entire office, one time when I just wasn't there. Couldn't even do anything about it. I went off to go ahead and deal with some papers with the Hana. By the time that I had returned, the entire fucking office was completely wiped out. All of them, every single person, with the exception of one. I think you can put the two and two together for that. Couldn't find out anything about where... There was obviously a scrap that had happened and whatnot, though, but she was just gone. Slashes, there was clearly a tussle all over the place, just body parts all over the place. It was a fucking massacre. And a lot of that wasn't even people that were part of the office. So she put up a hell of a fight. But I haven't seen her since that day.
She chuckles a bit. You are so wrong. He he picks up the photo and offers it to you.
Alright, he's gonna take a look at the photo.
So you see... Okay, one moment. I need to try to figure out how I can vividly explain this without sounding cringe. Alright.
Okay, go for it.
So there are 7 to 14 people in the photo. You see a bunch of people like clambered together a bit. Some people are like huddled with... Some people are like huddling, bear hugging someone else. Another person's over there in like the left-hand corner trying to get in the photo too. But at the center of it, you see 3 people. A man, a woman, and you see Red.
Okay.
He's holding a medal, and the 2 people beside him are fake smiling. So like one has a like semi-smile, the other one has her eyes closed and is also smiling fake, you know.
Mm-hmm.
She was in the right-hand corner of it. Like you see him as a younger person, like much younger than what he is right now, and he doesn't have the ponytails. I say he doesn't have the he doesn't have the buns anymore. So right now his hair is down.
Mm-hmm.
That is my office. That is the Nephis office.
Definitely look like a hell of a group.
We were at some point or another. Our office objective. He takes off his. He sits up. A little hard to do when your legs are off, so you see him like struggle a little bit. But he eventually is. You hear like a thud as his legs like hit the ground or whatever, and he unpins his. He will take off his jacket first, and he like tries to position it so that you see the pin on the center of his. Like the hard where the heart, normally when someone puts a pin on, it's a coffin with a whip, with a golden whip around it. And he says, our objective is escorting goods, whether it be dead goods or live goods. We simply take things that are wanting to go from one place to another, and we go there and we do that. The two people in the photo are two. He pauses after a moment and then calms himself down before saying, those are our star fixers. The same way every office has those two people that define what the office is. That's what those two were. Their names are Yui and Lovely. I had a crush on Yui, however. Lovely was so much better looking than I ever could be, so they got married. Then the library happened, and we never saw them again. We could never recover. They were our greatest and most important assets for a lot of our connections towards many offices in the cities, and mostly the reason why we could get away with certain things, but once they're gone, you could say a Reaper decided they wanted to rear their head, and we had to get rid of quite a few, many friends and quite a few enemies. But Red is the only one left. I was a rookie at the time, and I don't really deserve half of the praises he gives me, but I tried my best. He was so happy back then, and seeing him now is just an empty husk of what he is. I can never be good enough. The two of them were so good. Not, of course, they can never be as good as the Red Mist, or even a color, maybe, but maybe even I'm just saying that because I feel like I can't even reach grade 5, honestly.
Take it from me, kid, there's just always someone better. No matter what way that you look at that. If you keep comparing yourself to others, it's really just going to lead to more disappointment.
She chuckles at that. Well, that's why we have Hana. That's why we have the head. To keep me in my place, so. He looks away for a moment. I always want to be professional. As much as I possibly can, but oh my god, it's so hard right now to just be empty like I always am. I just can't. They made it personal, and I'm letting you know this now. If I meet him, I am going to kill him. I'm going to make sure he does not live. And if you try to stop me, I will hurt you too.
Who was he talking about out of character?
No, he's saying it's all in character.
Yeah, no, but I'm trying to remember, like, who are you talking about? Because I should know who you're talking about.
What's his name? The target right now.
Gotcha.
Freaking nose dudes.
Yeah. Vincent, you stopped me with Ash, and I'm fine with listening to that. But he made it personal. I am going to kill him, one way or another. I don't want him to be alive. He hurt the only memory that I was allowed to have with her. So if you stop me, I'm sorry, but I'm going to fight back.
And yet again, you still remind me of other memories of myself once upon a time. Ironic. I'll give you this much, though. You learned a lesson that I did a lot earlier. That was the easier part. to be honest with you, was everybody disappearing, but, well, he's gonna lift up the coffee cup. I'm sure you notice why I don't drink. Developed a little bit of a problem shortly after this, and in short, there's a lot of people dead because of me that didn't need to be. But that's a story for another time.
He nods.
In short, you were able to quell that insatiable feeling of just making somebody hurt instead of yourself that didn't deserve it, and be able to come to terms with something and face the harsh reality. You did it once. I could hardly ask that of you again. We'll figure this out whenever that we find that motherfucker, but for the time being, for what it's worth, I don't think that you're weak at all. Not even a little bit. I'll leave you with that. She's gonna go back downstairs.
She pipes a little bit before he does decide to just turn off and leave.
Mm-hmm.
And one more thing. I will be attempting to buy a mask of some kind for if we do business with the Index. Yui has a past connection with the Proxylites, and they know my face. I would prefer if I didn't. I'm not found out again, so.
If there's anything that I can do to aid you with that process, you let me know. I'm gonna need you to be in your tip-top shape for that. I'm relying on everybody here to be able to get that job done.
He nods. Oh, and let Millie know I have a theory about where her boss is.
I'll relay that. Appreciate the time, kid.
He turns on his legs for the sole purpose of getting them back on the couch, and then he lays back down.
End scene.
And you are still in possession of the picture right now, so it's in your hand. I'm not sure what you're going to do with it, but...
Is it already folded up, or... Because he wouldn't put creases in it.
It's been in a fire, my guy.
Been folded because...
my guy, it's been in a fire.
I'm just saying, have you folded it up, though? Because if there's already creases to make it smaller and put it in his back pocket, he'll do it.
Yeah.
Yes, well, it's going in my back pocket, then. Congratulations, yeah. It's going in the... It's going in the prison wallet.
You're asking the question of that, like, I don't expect it to be made of adamite, where it's like suddenly could come out of a fire without scratches. Like, it's
Butt
been
pocket.
a fire, my guy.
Butt pocket it goes. Okay.
Okay.
Back downstairs.
When you go back downstairs, Ash is sitting next to, what's Al doing? Actually, Al, what are you up to?
I mean, nothing special. He's kind of just sitting off in
rubbing his wrists, probably.
Than everyone else.
Ash is sitting with Millie. Ash should be like doing weird stuff with her hands, right, and her arms. She's like stretching her arms out weird. And, like, she's like pushing on air right now.
You said Ash?
Ash, yeah. She's sitting next to Millie.
Mm-hmm. You good, Ash?
She makes like a frustrated noise. She's like, I'm trying to make something happen for once.
Make something happen?
I mean, they infused me with shit, didn't they? I might as well try to be able to use it.
I've been curious about that myself, actually.
If I can just... They left me with basic knowledge of how society works, so I know you can do it. I know I can do it, hopefully. I just can't get it. I just want to be an asset and not dead weight.
I wouldn't necessarily call you dead weight.
I want to be strong like Millie over here.
Meanwhile, Millie has finished her drink and just has her head in her arms right now.
She is a bit of a powerhouse. She got that going for her.
Well, I'm never going to be as big as her, but I can maybe hit harder than her at some point.
It's not necessarily about just physical strength. Things aren't so easily quantified on a scale like that. We all have different things we excel at and suck at more than other people. Some more than others, but and that's specifically a me, not a you thing. You get what I'm going at.
She nods and she looks at Millie. She pats her on the back again.
Millie will turn her head to kind of look at Ash and just say, being strong's not that useful. You can punch stuff, but...
I mean, if I ever needed to put my money on anybody to lift a car, you're going to be the first one that I look at, so...
Yeah.
I mean, if we're putting down money.
There, yeah, you speak in my language.
No, you're speaking mine, Val.
Why would you need to lift a car, though?
You never know. You never know. I think more realistically, if we ever needed to bust a door in, you know?
Foreshadowing. Ominous foreshadowing.
Okay, so as you guys are having this conversation, Clayton comes back in. He's fine. He's like not like he's fine, right? He's holding an envelope in his hand.
But can she beat Goku? Right, I love it, Gosuck.
He's like, folks, well, I got good news. You guys are cordially invited to meet with the head of the syndicate.
Oh, how nice!
I thought you were about to say you're cordially about to
right.
She
I know that's supposed to be a good thing, but why am I suddenly fucking... why am I suddenly anxious about this?
Don't worry. Listen. Don't worry. The mechanics are like probably the most technologically advanced syndicate I'm aware of right now. If anyone's able to get some stuff done with technology-wise, they're your people.
Fair enough.
Got it. You know that warehouse by the apartment building?
Yep.
That's kind of it's a usual hangout spot for him sometimes. We can catch him there.
That is interesting how that happens to be the option that we're going, but let's go with it.
Well, I mean, look, listen. They told me it's either their way or no way.
I mean, much. Yeah, so we don't ever really have an option in the first place then. That's fine.
So, who's coming?
I volunteer as tribute.
Got nowhere else to be.
However, I think it's best if Ash waits here, unfortunately.
Fair.
They don't take too kind to the higher ups in our society, if you know what I mean.
Oh, I do. Beyond that, I would prefer if somebody was on defensive duty. I mean, unless you perfectly feel capable for the job, Clayton, by all means.
Oh, I'm staying here too. Don't worry. My job was to just get the letter. It's up to you guys now. Just show them this. Tell them I sent you.
Wanted to go.
All right, well then go get them.
All right.
I'm gonna maybe sit with Ash, maybe teach her how to handle a weapon or two, and maybe just try to tap into some of that singularity. You know, I know nothing about it.
You know, that's a thing I was thinking about for a very long time, actually. I'm so glad that you and I have the same thought process there, Clayton. How experienced are you with, I don't know, I guess just any one or two-handed blade? Preferably hand and a half.
Pretty well.
If you can get her the basics down for that, then I can definitely pick it up from there for sure. We can kind of flip-flop back and forth. I think it would be beneficial if she had two different teachers anyway.
Wait, you think you're better than me or something, just because you're a little more spry?
No, not so much better. I feel like you know a thing or two that you're not telling me anyway, but that's fine. You can keep your secrets.
There is. But you know what? I'll tell you what. I'll tell you eventually. I'll tell you when you're older.
Fair enough.
I have begun to flip a coin.
All things considered, though, in all seriousness, Clayton, we just have two different... I feel like we have two different backgrounds of style is all.
We might not be so different. Who knows? I'll tell you what, the kid reminds me of myself when I was younger, and I don't necessarily like that, but...
You know, it's strange, isn't it? Anyway, I'm gonna go grab him.
Good idea. Better not stall. Millie, are you good to go?
Yeah.
You want a drink for the road?
Don't need it.
I can get a flask for you if you, want booze.
It's fine. It's not gonna help
Listen,
anything.
chat. All old men know
Millie
each
will,
other, okay?
stand up.
Vincent is part of the Order of the White Lotus, so he knows
Just
Iroh.
kinda
He
wipe
knows
her
all
face
the old
off with her
people.
sleeves.
Look, the best I can do is just offer you something. I'm trying here. I'm not trying to insult you. I'm just trying here. Not much I can really do. I'm sorry.
Yeah, alright. I'll take a flask.
There you go. Atta girl.
By this point, I would have already been upstairs, I imagine. Shu, you're up.
You smell steam.
All right, I'm going to investigate. Where the fuck is the steam coming from, then?
His legs.
His legs.
A little bit of smoke.
Are they supposed to do that?
She looks at you a little, looks at you quietly, and then looks back at the legs. Don't worry about it. You see him. He has like a little. I don't know what to call it. I don't know specifically how to describe it. Think of a. Do you guys know the magnets you guys can get from a space museum? From
yeah.
Those things. He has one of those in his hands, and he's hovering it over his knee.
Shortly after you say don't worry about it, then I'm just gonna be like, oh, I'm fucking worried about it, though.
Shu chuckles. I ran for 3 straight days. My legs are overheating. I just need a bit of... Ow! A shock makes the rock fly to your feet. He sighs.
All right.
Can you pass that back?
That's fine. Here you go.
He catches it again and starts repairing it. He starts putting it to his legs again.
Anyway, you about ready to go? We're about calling. Apparently, we're going to be meeting at, ironically of all places, where we met the Basement Arbiter. It's where the meeting spot is.
He turns his head. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to be able to go.
It's fair enough.
He points to his legs. Again, 3 straight days.
Listen, man, I have no idea how your legs work. If I had a moment to take a look at them, kind of deconstruct them a little bit, see the working parts, see what makes them tweak, I would understand a lot more. But see, it's not my realm of expertise right now. Throw a schematic at me one of these days. I am very curious.
He nods and says, "I would prefer if you did not touch my legs, but they need about a day or two to cool down. Right now, they've overheated because I've overworked them. So I'm going to need a day or two to chill out. I am going to be out of commission in the meantime."
Okay, don't know how I feel about that, but yeah, you're going to be left with Clayton, and you're going to be left with old Basement Arbiter. So yeah, just keep an eye on them, give them company in however way that you can, even if it's in spirit.
He gives a thumbs up and says, "I will try to make my presence known." Oh, he actually thinks for a moment and says, "Here, give him." He gives you his business phone again. And he says, "Tell them to give a video call on occasion. I'm not going to be able to move around for the next 1 to 2 days. So, if they give us a call, I should be able to FaceTime them or something of the matter." He hands him the phone.
I will hand this to... fuck, I think Ash might actually be a lot more involved on how this shit works over the Clayton. Whatever, I'll be there.
I'm assuming you're going to take the phone anyways, as you say that, and walk downstairs. Alright, so the steam is... There's still a bit of steam. Oh, and he says, "Oh, before you head out, can you open the window a bit, please?"
Yeah, sure.
Just a bunch of snow starts flying.
Okay, well, now there's steam and snow. Nice.
Okay.
Shu goes back to starting to... You see him rub the stone over one part of the leg and then go back and repeat the process twice before
as he's walking out. You good with that? You want anything else? Like a glass of water? Maybe fluff your pillows up or some shit?
She like chuckles at the pillows thing. No, I'm fine. I just need to get these. I just need to make sure that the steam that's piled up inside of it doesn't accidentally get into my arteries. I don't want to have any air bubbles appearing in my bloodstream.
You know, that was a joke. You didn't need to turn it into something that was serious.
She like pauses and looks at you.
I'm
And then he goes back to repairing. He goes back to like rubbing the leg.
So, where's the fucking kid?
Apparently his legs burn out when he overuses them, so he's going to be out of commission for a day or two.
Oh, lovely.
Here's his cell phone if you need to fucking video call him upstairs, though, apparently.
I'm not video calling his pompous ass. He needs anything, he comes down and gets it. Or calls me up, at least.
Can't walk!
Hey, listen, just relaying the message right here. Try not to shoot down the messenger. You can do whatever the hell that you want to do regarding him.
Millie, can you go carry the kid's scrawny ass?
Yeah.
There.
No, wait, hold on, back up. Vincent, I'm assuming he left the door open as he walked out or whatever.
Oh,
so
no.
Shu
Oh,
yelled
no.
that. Yeah, Shu yelled that. He was like, I can't walk, by the way.
I can get you a wheelchair, it's fine.
I'm to be useless, no!
Listen, I'd rather you fight with a sword and a wheelchair and not fight with anything at all.
That is...
Just nothing in response. Just, that is...
It's not my fault your legs have the same composition as the noodles and from my fucking the shitty fucking hot pot place across the street.
3 days! You try running for 3 days with nanomachines.
That's your fault, son.
I mean,
but you can't make me walk.
Yeah, he's kind of got a point there.
Don't be honest.
Don't make me come up there. I will carry you myself. I swear to God.
No, you won't. So stay down there.
Are you really playing this game, kid?
I cannot walk. Let me sit here for 1 to 2 days.
I will carry you. I swear to God.
Then carry me. You're not going to do anything afterward.
All right, ladies, we get it. I thought we had a job to do.
We do have a job to do, which we should be making our way down there.
Yeah,
in fact.
you four, just go.
Alright.
Yeah.
Lose my patience.
While this whole argument is taking place, while they're having their shouting back and forth, Millie is going to actually kind of crouch down towards Ash and go, for your singularities and all. I guess a bit of advice from not really veteran in singularities, but weird shit going on your person. It's hard to get used to at first, but you just gotta try and think about it you gotta think about what you're trying to do. Not just holding your arms out, hoping something's gonna happen. Like, she, rolls up one of her sleeves and points at, like, the claws in the center of her palm. Had a bit of a hard time using these for a little while, but once you start thinking of something as part of your body, you kind of figure out how to move it. So just try and think hard about what you're trying to do instead of just flailing around, I guess.
She nods and thanks her for the advice.
Yeah.
Alright, you four better get off there before Clayton starts yelling at you guys, too.
Alright.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess you guys are fine with me tagging along.
Yeah. You're coming with us, buddy.
All right.
Oh boy, a field trip. What a delight, Mr. Al.
Wait, 4 or 3?
4.
Keep all arms and legs inside the...
Oh, wait, I counted myself. Never mind.
Yeah, wait. Yeah, Vincent, Millie, and Al.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, it's just 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just 3 then, yeah.
We're off to see the wizard.
Okay, so you guys walk down the street again. You're familiar, well, at least the two of you are familiar with this spot because you guys walked past this apartment before and you know about the horrors that happen in its basement, or at least some details.
I heard horrors as something else.
Yes, there's the horrors in the basement.
Yes.
The horrors in the basement.
Yes, you do.
But yeah, so you guys walk past and you go to that warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
You see some sort of figure standing in front of it. On his back is some sort of like Tesla weapon, like some sort of you see some sort of like electricity, like inside of like a glass cylinder on his back.
Oh. We're dealing with portable Tesla rods now. Son of a bitch.
Next thing you know, global warming is going to be a factor.
Oh no. Please tell me it's just a Tesla ball, though. Like, you just put your hand on it and...
It's like a Tesla gun, more like. It's more like a Tesla gun. Like, it's a barrel.
The Wonder Waffle.
God, no!
The Wonder Waffle.
He looks over at you three, and he asks, what do you lot want?
I believe that we were sent this way by Clayton to have a bit of a chit-chat.
The invitation?
Should. Yeah. Here you go. I'm just going to assume that you handed that off to Vincent, because that wasn't discussed, but yeah.
He takes it, opens it, and flips it open. He nods, and he hands it back to you. No funny business.
No problem.
Because we absolutely do funny business in the entire syndicate headquarters, because that makes sense.
Yep, the only business I do is funny.
Oh no.
Yeah. Because we would absolutely get ourselves
We gotta
killed.
get a little goofy in here.
So the bodyguard opens the door, right? And he motions you guys to enter.
Okay, well.
He closes the door behind you guys. When you guys enter, it's like kind of like all the it's like an empty warehouse, right? However, it's like set up kind of where there's like multiple tables. There's people chatting. You can smell like some food also going on in here too. It's like some sort of like meeting or like convention for like these syndicate members to meet up. It's like some sort of event for them, right?
I'm listening.
So everyone, like, when you walk in, you guys are like definitely out of place. So some of them kind of look at you, but look back and can understand, because most of them understand that, like, hey, they're here for business, probably, because this is unusual. This isn't unusual for them.
It's a company pizza party.
Pretty much, but like way bigger, and not pizza, but like varieties of good food.
It's the company annual buffet.
There's people are drinking. There's some people who are gambling, playing cards.
Gambling.
Stay focused.
Al, heavy breathing.
Yeah, just as I'm literally just stay focused, Al.
Frothing at the mouth.
You wanna hit the tables, don't you, buddy? Huh? You should do it. I'm telling you to do it. You should totally.
You don't have to tell me to do anything, because I'm not gonna listen anyway.
Oh, really? Come on.
Hey, it's like I said, arms and legs inside the ride at all times.
I can't fucking believe it was you of all people.
I mean, hey, I warned you.
You know, kind of miss this, honestly.
What? Not making people go insane for once.
Gambling and being able to eat. I miss that.
Well, it seems like you're gonna have to wait a little longer.
Bummer.
Al talking to himself aloud.
Yes,
I'm like slightly whispering though.
He kind of has to.
I do kind of have to. I'm just whispering everything, kind of.
Okay, so you're not just having like a very loud conversation.
Yeah.
No. Like,
I'd like to think that Al has at least enough fucking brain power to not shout at the dude next to him while he's in the middle of a fucking meeting with the fucking index.
What's that? It's a syndicate that's under the index.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but
Subsidiary.
Hey, I know.
Yes,
I know how to conduct myself proper in business meetings.
Okay, so you guys feel like
Why would I ever doubt Doug Gatucci?
you obviously see like kind of like, you know, like how in like mechanics, like they have like the office that's like inside like a little hut kind of inside the building. There's one of those too, like in like one. There's a couple, or it's like two or three. But there's just one really big one, right?
Yep.
In the corner, and you kind of the lights are on in there, and someone is sitting in there with their arms crossed. You can see like a silhouette.
Okay. Have we just been like walking here without anybody guiding us through it? I imagine somebody's dropping us off here, yeah?
No, you guys are on your own.
Oh, alright, so we're just waltzing through here.
Yeah.
Exploring.
But you look around and people seem to have like there's various like cybernetics and like kind of like really like makeshift like kind of like futuristic-y weapons that like are clearly like makeshift though. But like they are not something you've ever seen really before.
Interesting. Alrighty. Well, it looks like that person is the head honchos. Is he at a table?
He's in the office.
Oh,
Yeah, he's
lovely.
in the office. It makes sense.
That would make sense, yes.
And there's 2 more guards at the door. At that office door.
Alrighty. I guess we are approaching guards then.
Yeah.
Approaches menacingly.
Approaches gamblingly.
Not too
Invitation to
quickly,
re-
but enough. Yeah, go ahead.
Invitation, a reason to see the boss.
Here you go. He's gonna hold up the invitation.
One of Clayton's boys, eh?
That would be right.
Well, tell him I said hi.
I will. I will.
He lets the 3 of you in.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Very well.
He lets the 3 of you. The door is open. You guys
Okay,
are allowed to
gotcha.
go in.
All right.
The office.
Yeah.
Yep. Alright, let's go.
So you guys walk in. You see kind of like the guy. This guy. He's like he's tall. He's got graying hair. He has a scar over one eye, and he also has like a cybernetic eye there.
Mm-hmm.
Right. He too has like another like Tesla like weapon on his back.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And he's also strapped to all sorts of other like bits and bobs and other little pocket technologies. Right.
Oh my.
He looks over. He sees you guys enter. He understands why you're here. He closes the blinds on the office and makes sure he locks the door to the office. And he sits down at his desk. You're free to sit. You're free to stand. I understand why you're here. And I have stuff I need to tell you.
Imagining this dude like an Italian mob boss.
Ow, it's your cousin.
That's the that's the thumb. That's not
Beautiful. All right. Vincent's actually going to sit.
I'm gonna stand.
Millie.
Millie looks very torn because usually she just follows someone, but the 2 people near her are doing exact opposite things. So she's just gonna kind of stand there, but really awkwardly.
So, I've heard that you guys are having a little problem that's hitting close to home.
You'd be right.
I think we're starting to feel that too. Whatever this thing is, it's starting to affect us directly, obviously. Because unfortunately, I've never seen it happen before. So all of a sudden, they just stopped obeying prescripts, and look at what's going. We're on the brink of civil war right now.
So I've heard.
And here's the thing, I have a theory. He like swallows hard, and if it is what I think it is, then it is terrifying.
I'm all ears.
So, I don't know. I've also heard you have been snooping around the apartment building next door.
Okay.
Is that correct? Is that correct?
I suppose there's no use in lying. You'd be right.
Okay.
A little bit of an unexpected pit stop while we were on our journey to do something else.
Now, 2 of our boys, two of the brightest men I've ever knew, did work at that apartment. I owned the apartment. I was the landlord of that apartment. And I housed any people who needed it. We had money coming through other reasons by helping out workshops, but we're basically like the black market workshop, right? We're selling
Fair
shit.
enough.
People are things are a little riskier, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I own that building, and I use it I charge really fair rent. I wanted to help out, genuinely. But then these two of my most brilliant scientists who used to be here, they They wanted to run some tests. This is around the library incident. The pianist already came and went, and we were all terrified, rightfully so, I feel. And they wanted to attempt and help combat it. They wanted to take place in the basement, the maintenance area of the apartment, and I had no reason to say no, so I agreed. What they wanted to do exactly, I don't know the exact details, but they wanted to take the power a distortion could hold and use it for the common good as a defense force. They wanted to make distortions.
Huh.
Now, I don't know if you've been down in the lab, and I want you to be honest with me. Have you been down there?
Through sheer fluke, I'd say we stumbled into something.
What did you find?
What did you find? Minds? I'm just trying to tie together a piece here. I'm going to help you.
Two of the most brilliant minds.
Fair enough. Then I believe that we did stumble into one of them. Would make sense. He's in the middle of making something. Haven't really been able to make heads or fucking tails of it. But
what was he making?
There was a girl that was in there, being injected with something. I imagine he was saying something about singularities. I mean, I still have the fucking file.
They're really trying to manufacture fucking singularities in the basement of my old apartment.
That's what he was telling us, at least.
I should have known. I should have fucking known. Because I found it strange. Here's what I found strange, right? Tenants started disappearing in the middle of the night. We couldn't find them. We checked the lab. There was nothing there.
Had to have gone somewhere.
I fear the worst, and I was right to fear the worst. Because at some point the apartment building was starting to get less and less populated, and we didn't know why. People weren't turning around. We went to investigate. Nobody was there. Left without a trace. Gone. There was men. There were women. There were children who didn't come back. Who didn't leave that apartment and never was seen again. Children.
Well,
I respected those two. I had nothing but respect for those two.
There's one thing that I definitely take quite seriously. It is respect, so I can understand.
It's glad to hear that one of them are still around, at least. Hope you can bring them to. Hopefully, you brought them to fucking justice. Put a bullet through their head like they deserve.
He shouldn't be dead at this exact moment, but we did hand him off to, weirdly enough, a fixer with authority. To that of even Hana. But, to my knowledge, he never was. I probably can get a link to that, to be honest with you.
As for the other one, I'm afraid, this is where my theory comes in. I'm afraid he succeeded on himself.
Succeeded?
He knew, he was a smooth talker, this guy. He was a brilliant mind and a really smooth talker. He could get what he wanted by just saying the word. He knew his way around the city. He had the right connections. He could make anything happen. Right? Now imagine my surprise when, he starts getting a little bit more risky with what he's saying to people. He starts to get a little more careless, but yet everything turns out in his favor all the same.
I'm following you.
Really fucking odd. Do you want to know the scariest part, though? Here's the part that freaks me out. I was starting to get suspicious of him, so I sent a spy. I sent someone to follow him around. Fortunately, the spy survived, and the last thing they told me is that they were asking for reports from Hana Association.
That's very, very peculiar.
Then after that, you found him dead.
Where exactly?
Self-inflicted wound. He shot himself in the head.
Interesting.
Now here's the scary part. I've noticed. Don't think I haven't noticed of all the strange things going on, and that they're still happening despite that man being dead. The scariest part is that I think he could be anyone now. He could be anywhere now. He's able to get away with anything without a trace. And that's scary. I know about your little murder investigation, and all I'm going to say is, if what I think is true, then you are not going to find a culprit. The culprit could be literally anybody, alive or dead.
We're starting to reason that.
He can cover his tracks and cover himself well.
I see no harm in sharing this little bit of info, but for the sake of you and your colleagues here, it goes a little further beyond that. We have reason to believe that, well, he can influence other people quite easily. I'm not sure how much has gone over your neck of the woods, what you've been able to discern, but that makes him extremely dangerous.
And if what you're saying is right, he can't even. There's no trace of him either. He could be, like I said, he could be listening in on us right now. For all I know.
Very likely the case.
Any of you? I made contact.
Vincent's just kind of look back, just kind of at the both of you. Whether or not you want to, the look in his face is just more of a, you can say whatever that you want to. He's trusting your judgment.
Al?
Yeah, no, sorry, my mom was talking to me for like most of that.
Oh, it's all good.
So, what is he asking again?
Have you made contact with the distortion?
I don't know, it doesn't come to mind.
Millie is looking exceedingly stressed out right now. Like, she goes and sits down, and she's just fiddling under her sleeves. Like,
Don't mind her. She's gone through something very stressful recently.
If who I think he is still in there, as long as you don't see them dead, they're probably not. They're likely not. He's likely toying with you. He's trying to get what he wants from you, which is what he wants you to listen. And no matter how much leverage he has on you, you have to deny. Or else he will influence you and he will break you from the inside out.
Duly noted.
Sounds like something very dangerous.
So the plot thickens.
I don't know. I might know. Or they might be held.
I'm all ears.
Millie's also visibly all ears. She looks right up at this dude. Where?
But I don't know if I should give you it.
Why not?
Listen, this wasn't... I didn't come down here for an interrogation regardless. Simply business.
I understand that. Like I said, though, I don't know if he's listening or not. Anybody at this party could be infected right now with this thing.
Tell us where they are.
Vincent's gonna just kind of like, he cocks his head off to the side right there. He was caught off guard by that.
What was he caught off guard by?
Her. Just tell us where they are. Where are the other drugs going?
Well, listen, young lady. It's a little more complicated than that.
Is it complicated? You said you know where they are.
I say I might know where they are.
Then give your best guess.
I'm not going to if he might be listening.
Who cares? He already knows where they are.
Yes, but he doesn't know if I do.
Well, if he's already listening, he knows you gotta guess.
You really are persistent, aren't you?
She's a bit of a
I gotta
wild
know.
card.
The least you could do is show a little respect before you start demanding.
I don't see any reason to. I don't know who you are.
She's a little slow, if you know what I mean.
He sighs. He grabs a pen and a piece of paper and he starts writing something down. He kind of looks back up at you guys and he looks it down back at the paper again. He's contemplating something. What do you think the best course of action is if you do happen to find him?
Figure out.
Hard
Get
to
rid of
say
him?
for a distortion.
I mean, to be honest with you, what other options do we have at this point?
Well, honestly, if it were me, this guy, he was willing to experiment on literal fucking children, so I think he deserves death. Death is too good for him, if anything. At this point, I don't care if he's listening. I kind of hope he is, because I want a bullet through his head 50 times over.
Fair enough.
I mean, who knows? Maybe he just needs a little treatment of his own.
He sighs and relents. He slides over the paper, folded.
Millie's gonna immediately snatch it up.
Wait. Never mind. You really don't want to listen to orders, young lady.
Well, slow.
Well,
Shut up.
patience is a virtue.
And
I
it's
don't got time for
unfortunately
patience.
something that not many people learn for a very long time after several mistakes.
So we're just gonna wait around and wait for something else to happen.
Look, listen. This is why you don't grow too attached to anybody around here, because you never know when they're going to be taken. And if you
I
do,
don't care.
and if you do, it's your own fault.
You could say that again.
Millie just goes quiet. She opens up the paper to look at it. She's got it like huddled close to herself, like really close to her face, so others can't see it.
Okay, the address is like there's something scribbled on there. It's an address that is somewhere in our corp, actually.
Gotcha. And once she finishes reading it, she kind of puts her sweater over one shoulder like properly for a minute so that she has her hand exposed, and she tucks it in the center area and just grips it with the center claws there, and then puts her sleeve back down.
I'm assuming you didn't come here for casual conversation, then.
We're in a little bit of a bind right now.
But
Let's
you
just
are
say
actually-
that your friend making it personal for you all, it's been ironically similar for us.
Well, I hope you find him.
Yeah, I'll save his head for you.
If anything can be done, I hope he served us in the most violent way possible.
I don't think that you're
Let's
going
see
to
if we
have much
find
of a
him.
worry about that. We have a few companions that definitely would like to have some choice words.
Well, you're free to enjoy the party if you wish to. I have nothing else to say to you, unfortunately.
That would look like that our business is concluded.
He walks over to the door and he unlocks it. You're free to leave whenever. Just be careful out there.
Have a good day, sir.
We appreciate your time.
You too.
They're going to make their way out the door. I'm gonna scoot Millie with me.
Yeah, I'm kind of just gonna try and leave, like casually, but also as quickly as possible.
Millie's just got her brows furrowed. She looks very frustrated, more so than usual. I mean, she never really looks frustrated. She always just looks happy, but definitely not happy right now.
Mm-hmm. Vincent's gonna, like, quietly under his breath after leaving the room, like, out of earshot of the guards and whatnot, just take a deep breath. I need you to keep your mind focused for a minute until we step out, at least. Can you do that?
I am focused.
Good. Alright. We're gonna start making our way out then, I suppose.
Yeah. Probably.
Hey yo, whoo! I appreciate the chat. Thank you for that.
So you guys walk
Appreciate
out
you, boss.
of the
Thank you.
warehouse. You guys hear a commotion going on, actually.
Oh,
What kind?
It gets louder as you get closer to the bar, actually.
the bar, like Clayton's after we've left.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Clayton's.
Vincent's going to immediately put his hand on the hip of his weapon and start sprinting towards the bar.
I'm gonna casually walk over there anyway.
Millie will
Is
follow
it-
Vincent's lead.
And before we continue, so you're a murderer then?
No. Murder is such a dirty word, right?
Well, it's the right one, it seems.
I'm a prodigy. I'm a scientist. A murderer.
Yeah, prodigy, schmodigy, all in the name of science. Bullcrap. Doesn't change what you did.
It changes everything. I just look in context.
Well, in every context, you're a murderer.
How
It's
so?
just a little added steps, you know?
How so? If I was doing it for the better protection of the city, how was I a murderer?
Killing people? That sounds pretty murderous to me.
But killing people in the name of safety.
The name of safety. And what made you care so much?
Because I didn't want to have another incident like what happened with the pianist.
Well, unfortunately, you became the incident.
So I did.
Oh, how the,
kind
how
of
the
proven
mighty have fallen.
kind of proven the point, haven't I?
Yeah, that's the problem. You're making me look at it every other way, but it's all the same.
Why has anyone done anything about it?
Ooh, nat
Because
one.
why should anyone care?
So you're saying no one should care about little old me, and I should just be able to do whatever I want?
Well, I mean, I don't specifically.
See, it's people
But
like you.
hey,
It's people like you that make me sick. You know that, right? It's people like you I
how
wanted to
so?
do. It's people like you why I wanted to do what I did in the first place. I wanted to actually do something like those who just sit around and watch as the world falls apart around them.
I mean, hey,
At least I did something. Even with whatever bad intent you may see, at least I did something. Not sit around all day playing cards.
yet you miss the gambling.
I do. I do miss the recreations of being alive sometimes, but yet, it's not what I need to do. It's what I want to do.
Well, the cookie all crumbles the same way, doesn't it? I'm gonna start making my way to the bar now.
Al, never change. Never change.
Not planning on
In
it.
Gatucci we trust.
Gatucci we trust.
Yes. All praise be to Gatucci.
Bows down.
Shu, you might want to chime in for this one, because this one's going to be playing for you, Shu.
Ooh, boy.
Oh boy.
Is he going to be
Oh boy,
whipping
oh boy.
people from a wheelchair? Please tell me. Please, God.
No, again, like just I don't know if whatever. Let's see what you're gonna.
No,
do.
trust me.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what you do.
So, you guys enter the bar, and like immediately there's a shouting match going on between Clayton and the Hana associate right now.
Oh.
Oh.
Interesting. I'm gonna.
Ash is kind of sitting there, like listening to two divorced parents fight right now.
Oh, no.
Is it the same Hana from before?
Yeah,
Or is
same
it-
one,
Yes.
same glasses lady.
Okay, good. She doesn't really care about me that much.
Shu, you can hear this from upstairs, by the way.
When I
Sure,
got into the
that's-
door, by the way, they would have definitely noticed that, because that was not a subtle me opening the door in any way, shape, or form. But I would at least sigh after realizing that it's just an argument and not a fucking bar brawl.
Hmm.
She looks over at the door and stops telling him. She's like, "What the fuck did you guys do?
Pardon?
You are harboring one of these monsters in this bar." She points towards Ash.
She hasn't done any monsters yet.
Like, I can't fucking believe it. I can't fucking believe I put faith. I can't believe it. I was about to leave you guys alone. You guys are fucking insane. Yeah, right. I should have all of your licenses revoked.
Question. How much brawn does she have?
Who?
The Hana lady.
6?
Give me one moment.
Give me a-
Brawn. What a question.
One moment.
I'm gonna
Is it
slowly-
relating to an ability of yours, or?
No.
I'm gonna kind of just inch closer to the door, assuming I was
No,
already
that's
well forward.
that is optimal. That is a very good thing to do. Thank you for doing that. Because now I don't feel bad if I do this. All right, one moment.
I mean, I'm still at the door. Right now, Vincent is just with his fucking, like, 2 fingers on his head, just in his fucking hand. Right
Why
now, like, what
shouldn't
the
I
fuck?
revoke your licenses right now?
All right, so I'm going to.
Oh, I should let you know. We got an anonymous tip, by the way.
Anonymous tip.
Yep.
Anonymous.
Lovely.
I'm gonna ask you a
can
question. What have
roll-
you done about this whole situation?
The distortion whispers out. It's like, that was me.
As when you said that, by the way, Millie, I'm just going to, like, raise one of my hands, aiming at you like you had a point, like, exactly. Like, what else would we have done, is what she said, too.
Ed, could you roll 6 die right quick? If that's okay.
Of course.
Oh,
Actually, as a DM, might I ask why?
I'm going to roll for Shu to knock her out with a roundhouse and then tie her up.
Oh my god! Shoot!
Bro, what? Hold on. Hey, yo, shoe development. He's no longer.
Wow.
Damn!
But I will say she does have the what's it called, the advanced senses thing though. So I get
This is I'm fine with this. If I have to roll twice, I'm fine with this. But
Is this
if
a
he
certified
needs to
shoe moment?
Oh my god!
no, he's
When
going.
did
He
Shu
has
grow
the.
there?
No, you're going to. No, this is because of how I know his legs work. I'm going to be doing something that's probably going to put him out of
Well, here,
commission.
put your dice out too. I want to see what you're
Hmm?
rolling. Put your dice out too before I roll.
Give me one. Since this is, I need to make sure I'm doing these things again correctly, so I don't do something stupid like I did last time. It was going to be. Just going to be that.
Well, nice one, Al. You really fucked up this time.
So 1d12.
What did I do?
You gave her the tip
Time.
inadvertently.
No.
Hey man, it wasn't me. It was the guy living rent-free in my head. That's totally different.
Living rent-free. I love that line.
1, 2.
It's accurate.
Al, wake up. We fucked up big time.
Then 5.
Huh? What happened?
Al.
I was just sleeping.
5 again. No, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 again. And then I need a 1d12. Because I'm also using enhanced. I'm also going to be using enhanced senses. Thank you. I don't have my mouse with me right now.
You're not being
so I'm
surprise
doing
attacked,
the
though.
pad. Hmm?
You're not being surprise attacked, though.
No, I know. I'm using enhanced senses. Because wait, is that how it works?
Enhanced senses is after being attacked from like behind.
Ah, gotcha.
That's why
It's
she
a
gets the D12.
retaliatory, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
all good. Anyways.
Alright.
Funny dice roll.
Oh my. Shu, you better fucking do work with that.
30.
Oh.
38. Okay, I'll tell you what. Okay, you get the kick in. That's it, though.
He's
You
going to
go?
try to go again to knock her out.
At this point, okay, hang on, wait. Let's resolve this. Okay, so Shi, what do you do with the kick? Just resolve the kick now before we...
She was going. So you're going to hear like, sorry, you're going to hear a wiring, a very loud one. She is going to bolt down the stair, or like do a straight like missile dive from the stairs and roll to roundhouse her.
Okay. What are you rolling?
Am I not doing? Is this not what the roll is right here?
Oh, wait, no, yeah, you're right. Okay, so you go ahead, kick her then.
He's trying to knock her out.
Oh.
So he's kicking with the intent of knocking her out.
Okay.
Bonk.
That is what I was rolling here. I was rolling to knock her out.
Oh my.
Damn, do we need a shoe one gif now?
Shoo.
Wow. Well, no, I said you get the kick in. That's it, though.
Yeah.
But the thing is, if I have to re-roll again,
Okay, then
so I
what
can
is
knock her out,
what is the result of the kick then?
Yeah, I'm fine with rolling for to see if the result of the kick is that
It was
she gets
2
knocked
out
out.
2 exhaustion on her, so that's what it was. You just kicked her in the face.
Oh my.
Huh?
Is
Wait, you were rolling to... Oh, wait. Oh, shit. Hang on. I, like...
Yeah, no, he was actually rolling.
I'm rolling to kick to like the kick. I'm rolling for the kick that will knock her out.
Well,
That's
okay.
what I'm rolling for.
Go ahead. Then...
All right, so let's see if this works.
No,
Wait.
you got it. Go ahead. You had it.
Oh yeah, so then she's knocked out right now, right?
Yeah, what do? Describe
Okay, so
it
he
to
ties
me.
her up. He ties her up to the same
What?
pole that the owl was in. The owl was tied to.
oh my
Clayton just
god.
looks over. Clayton looks over in genuine surprise for once. He's like, "What the fuck are you doing, kid?"
You see Shu crawl, like, literally with only his arms,
Arm
and
Okay.
control.
like, goes back upstairs.
What? You know you're gonna lose your license for this, right?
He closes the door, and you hear like a metal slam on the floor.
What in the holy hell just happened over the last 5 minutes?
So, he looks over like genuinely frustrated, and now our little friend over here, his little head buddy, I think it gave it a tip to Hana Association that Ash exists.
Yeah,
Sounds accurate.
yeah. I mean, still a coward thing to do, sending more cronies after us.
Probably wants to blow a hole in his head right now and honestly just end this whole thing. But I have half the mind not to.
All right, we're gonna do this. By the way, sorry. Just put these back. So carry on. I'm just putting.
You understand my frustration right now.
Oh, believe me, you and me both, Clayton. Fucking Christ.
You know what, Al? I kind of have half the mind to buy you a robotic body right now, buy a life insurance policy on you, just boom, take you out right now.
I mean, hey, as long as you're paying.
Fair enough. I'll make it quick and painless. Don't worry.
Okay, so
Go ahead, cut right here.
the hell do we do now then? We apparently now have an unconscious fucking Hana officer now here.
Well, I feel like the right course of action would be to get a new boss.
Vincent's stressed and just pacing right now.
What are we gonna do about Ash too? Since they know she's real now.
I could have talked something, some kind of something to have her. I had a level of sway with her. I had a little bit of it right there, and then bang, somebody within this group kicked her in the back of the head right there.
Somebody, no, I'm gonna verbally tell him he fucked up. Hey, Shu, what the fuck?
The door is closed. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't hear you.
Clayton goes over and rips open the door. He is not having it right now.
She is still using the now his legs are kind of smoking now, so he's trying to make sure that they don't actually completely get destroyed. So, anyways, when he hears the door open, how may I help you?
He grabs him by the arm tight. He doesn't give a shit if he's hurting him or not.
All right.
Right now. He literally throws him into a stall at this point. Like he tosses him into a stall. Or a booth right now, sorry.
Shu's legs are smoking, I guess, in the front now, so now now your nose are full of smoke. I hope you're okay with that.
Were you thinking?
She called her a monster. That's not alright.
Well, okay, but we could have talked it out. Yes.
It doesn't matter. She called her a monster.
Why is that bad? I thought you didn't like her in the first place, even.
Change of heart. He shrugs.
Yeah, get ready for a change of life soon.
No.
Alright.
No.
Deep
The
breath. Deep breath.
The only reason I wanted to put you down is because you're an actual liability at this point, Al. No offense, but you are You are an actual
taken.
You are a liability.
Does she have anything on her person we can use?
Who?
He points to the unconscious Hana Association.
Isn't he upstairs?
Member. No, she was.
No,
so
tied
he
to the bar
threw her.
stool.
Okay, so yeah, Clayton grabbed Shu from what I'm hearing from Ed, picked him up and yeeted him downstairs, and then yeeted
Into
him
a booth. Yeah, into a booth downstairs. Yeah.
That's
Okay,
why
I
I've been
think he
talking
yeeted
to
him
you.
somewhere else in the room.
Basically.
Okay,
No,
so
he
he
dragged
just
your ass
rolled him
downstairs and threw you into a fucking booth. Yeah.
But now you guys, your nose are being filled with smoke right now because Leg's shoes are literally.
I would be smart enough to back away from that, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lily's gonna go check on Ash.
Yeah. So
I don't care.
so right now she was just talking to you guys. He points to the unconscious Hana member. Does she have anything we can use at least?
Part of me just wants to kill her right now. Honestly, I really do. I really want to kill her.
Well, she can still be useful for now.
Clayton, how much sway does the Hana have at the moment after the whole library instance right now with this shit? Exactly.
Especially with what's going on now, people are starting to question it because there's that whole leak going on.
See, the thing that I've been thinking with this entire time, very obviously, they have a problem on the inside. I don't even think that this... Honestly, I think, in a strange sense, I do think that she is trustworthy in that she appears to be acting in the interest of not knowing who within her own fucking ties is being influenced right now. You get what I'm saying here. But... fucking hell. If I could just spin something where we can just agree and be on the same page here for a moment. But it's going to be a lot harder to be able to influence somebody who was quite literally assaulted.
Yeah. Whose fault is that?
She just acknowledges it. Shouldn't have called her a monster. Simple as.
You're reckless.
Thank you.
You know what? I'm about to tell you guys a story. Listen up.
She was like, audibly not listening because his legs are still steaming and he's trying to like stabilize them.
Fucking open a window, Shu. Jesus. You know what? I got it. I get it.
What part of can't walk? Did you know it's not here?
He's gonna open the window behind your head.
No, that's fine. Yeah, he's just trying to make sure his legs
Set
aren't
up a little
stabilized.
desk
because,
fan.
Yeah. See it. Do. A super serious
Like
mode.
quite literally the fucking FNAF desk fan too.
Yep, you just hear that happening while super serious conversations are going on.
Vincent.
Yep.
You said you knew I was. You said you said I was hiding stuff from you. I'm not telling you the whole story, at least with me. They're ready to fucking listen, because here you go. I bet you wonder why I sent you all mail in the first place to gather you all here.
Been on my mind.
It's just procedure.
Well, it's not. It wasn't because of me. I foolishly started a family. Now it's just me. Not dead, just gone.
Boy, does that sound familiar.
She quietly takes the topic a bit more seriously. He doesn't check his legs as much anymore.
Now, if it weren't for my daughter, you guys wouldn't be here because you guys, except for you, Millie, you were a surprise here.
It's quirky like that.
But the rest of you, in some way, shape, or form, my daughter had recognized you and had told me if there was ever something I needed, is to call upon you guys. Complete strangers, by the way. She had enough faith in you.
That is an interesting
Vincent,
thing right
she
there.
knew about the talents of you and your sister. She had witnessed it firsthand. And told me about the magnificent feats. We even sent her a letter.
Yeah. That would make sense.
But nothing. Morshu, my daughter was quite the astute gambler herself as well. She knows you at the tables and how you ran everybody. And said if you ever need someone to run their mouth and able to fucking win some games of pool or whatever you play, you were the guy.
Yeah, she's not wrong.
Oh, Al Gatucci.
I definitely did clean multiple.
The man, the myth, the legend.
And Shu. I can't even look you in the eye right now. She looked up to you guys. You know that, right? Your little office is what she looked up to. She wanted to be just like you guys.
Shu slams his hand against the desk. You have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh,
Shut up.
bullshit. Kid. What do you mean I have no idea what I'm talking about? I know what my daughter wanted.
His hands are becoming white based off how much he's clenching them. And he just turns to look away from him.
What are you gonna do? Hit me? Go ahead. Right here, right now. Do it.
No, there's no point. He breathes, turns back, and looks at him. Are you done, or no?
Yes. Yes, I'm done.
And let's figure out what we can use from this Hana member. Find the person, and make sure he can't hurt anyone else, shall we?
There are still repercussions for afterwards. Let's just say, hypothetically, for a moment, okay? We are magically able to disarm this woman, keep her tied to that bar stool for the entirety of this investigation and figure everything else. There's still an aftermath to that.
Yeah.
So,
they're gonna come
either
looking.
way, we need to release her. And we need to come up with a damn good explanation for when she wakes up, so that she doesn't fucking axe us all right here.
Well, she's only axing me, since I was the one who hit her. However, the rest of you are perfectly fine.
I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think that she's going to, but I think a license revoking is more than likely going to be happening, though.
He notes Millie, well, minus you, because you're, you know. But he nods and say, "I will be the only one who faces issues here. I'll be here when she wakes up, so she'll only see me. The rest of you guys will be gone, so she won't know where you guys have gone to. So there won't be any revoking for you."
No. We should face the elephant in the room now and take steps afterwards. You see, I was looking forward to bumping into this woman because I was trying to strike a deal of some kind. Something, I don't know. Something a little more impromptu. She's desperate. Okay? That should be very clear from her demeanor right now. She's acting very, honestly, a lot more erratically than our initial encounter. Okay? Body language, all these other things. You might not pay attention to those or whatever the case is with it, though, but let's just say that I have a little bit of a knack for it. Okay? She's desperate. I think we can sway her to work with us in some way. It just became significantly harder, is all.
Well, either way, we just need to make sure she doesn't see Ash, or else that's going to become a factor.
Unfortunately, she's already involved with everything that we're doing right now. Our hands are tied with such a thing. That was the main issue that I was thinking to be able to convince with her, as we can figure it out after the fact and deal with things that are in the now. So far, she has been completely behaved throughout the entirety of this. Obviously, it's not that simple to just convince that with her, but she has done nothing of considerable anything up to this point in time. She has no real reason other than to detain at the moment. So, I am hoping to just be able to appeal to that in some way.
I'll leave that to you, since... let's see, at this point... I think he should... I think I can put, like, 2 exhaustion on Shu because of his legs. Or 3 exhaustion, I don't know. I don't know how the exhaustion system works in the game, but...
It's generally just given by the DM based off of different circumstances and whatnot.
Okay. So due to his... Currently his legs are, like... He pushed himself a little bit past what he was supposed to when he did the roundhouse. So... His legs are sorry, one more time.
I'd say that's balanced, considering that you knocked out a fucking, like, higher up in Hana.
Yeah, well, so would he get 2 or 3 exhaustion in this case because of his legs?
2.
2. All right. So I'll give him 2 exhaustion right quick, and then you're going to see him like use only one leg and sort of hop to the upstairs area again. He breaks, not breaks. He like falls near the last 2 staircases.
Vincent would be like behind you to just level you out.
Yeah, and then he'll just go back to the couch and start. This time he's now just the legs are like pulsing slightly.
Listen, it ain't a day until autocorrect has a seizure.
All right, Millie, what do you want to do?
Okay, so. Said this like twice now, but Millie's gonna go see what's going on with Ash.
Okay, fair enough. You can go ahead and act that out then.
Yeah. So go ahead. How do you gonna approach this?
Well, first she's gonna go over to wherever Ash is.
Ash is down. Ash is down there with you guys. She's visibly shaken up right now. She has a nosebleed. Pretty much.
Shoot. Are there like napkins here?
Of course, and there's like a red mark across her face, and there's blood coming from her nose.
Okay, well, Millie's gonna get a napkin, and she's gonna crouch down, or like lean down a little bit, so that she's kind of on eye level with Ash, more or less, and offer her the napkin. You got some blood on your face.
She doesn't even say anything. She just goes over. Her hands are like super shaky, and she grabs a napkin and holds it over her nose.
It's a mess. What happened before we got here? What was going on with the Hana lady?
She was adamant to talk to me.
Vincent's mad.
Really didn't want to say anything. So Clayton stepped in and started raising his voice, and then it turned into a shouting match. And when I tried to stand up for myself, she she hit me and punched me when I tried to stand up for myself.
Anywhere other than your face? You hurt anywhere?
She shakes her head.
Good, because I mean, everyone here has been hyping up Hana as some super big, powerful place, so...
Should I just leave?
Nah. You didn't do anything wrong. What sort of stuff was she trying to ask you?
She was just trying to take me.
You know where?
She shrugs.
Millie's just gonna give her a pat on the shoulder. Very gentle, because she's very big and strong, so very careful. And look towards the others and just say, could we address what we're supposed to be doing with her here? Because, y'all been talking about having our licenses revoked, but I don't think anyone's really mentioned how kid ears probably gonna have more consequences than us by the end of this.
Millie, when you look back at everybody, Vincent's fist is clenched and shaking. Like, you can actually see, like, a fire in his eye when he looks over and just made that realization. Like, he's visibly fucking fuming.
I'm still kind of just vibing there.
2G is just hanging out.
Yeah, basically.
Millie's also gonna take off her sweater and sort of like bundle Ash up in it like a blanket, you know, like trauma blanket type thing. Except big sweater. Basically the same thing because it's fucking massive.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. It's even big on Millie's, so it's a huge sweater.
And then after a few minutes, he's just gonna take a deep breath and just kind of try to address that question. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
We got anywhere we can keep her for now?
I don't think that there's a use in hiding her.
There's a use in her, you know, not getting killed.
Don't worry, I'll literally over my dead body. I won't allow that.
I feel like I should make myself scarce. I don't think Angry Hana is gonna be too happy seeing me.
Why do you owe them money, or? God damn it!
Oh my god.
Yes, a lot of money.
I honestly just think it would be best if everybody just sits here, just try to keep a semblance of professionality with it when she wakes up. I'm going to do a dumb, and we're not going to unshackle her from the bar stool long enough for her to calm the fuck down. So that we can parley something, and hope that she does not have the ability to rip that bar stool out of the ground and level this place to the fucking floor.
She literally recommended you guys take anything that allows her to do that, but oh well.
I mean, she doesn't look that strong.
She's a Hana member.
Millie, I think
true.
Millie has.
No, I know. I'm so sorry. Let me correct myself right quick. When I say she's a Hana member, I'm meaning like not Millie.
Doesn't she have like an eye patch too on top of it? Yes. So like that's the sign of a badass right there.
Vincent Clayton at minimum should be aware of like how just stupid strong Hana can be and how BS some of the things.
You know what? Speaking of, you just gave me an idea anyway. Actually, Clayton, do you know anything about this woman and what she is even capable of doing in a fight? Is she just an informant? Please tell me that she's not like some fucking color adjacent.
Well, she's just the informant. I don't know much about her personally.
Okay.
Maybe I slept with her once or twice. I don't know.
I didn't need that information, but thank you anyway.
Player.
Yeah, let's just... We're just gonna need to fucking just calm her down when she wakes up. We'll go from there. Hopefully she'll be less swingy and stabby. I mean, frankly, the one grace of God that we have here, should God exist, if she really wanted to take out Ash, she would have. So, yeah.
Well, who knows what would have happened? They got a hold of her. Maybe they wouldn't have done anything, but maybe the higher-ups wouldn't be so kind.
Yeah, that's the problem.
That time before a claw starts knocking on the door asking for our papers.
Yeah. Something like that.
And Shu, you better be ready to roundhouse kick that claw. You better be.
That's good, buddy. No, because here's the thing about that. That requires you to have the stats for what like a claw is able to do.
Somebody just start playing a fucking soundboard of SpongeBob screaming.
Exactly. Like if you give me the claw stat sheet and then tell me if I can try to roundhouse kick that to knock it out, oh boy! If that thing has like stupid amounts of strength, I will be able to roundhouse kick it because I have 10
20s.
Yeah, basically. So I have to be able to max roll like
that'd be crazy
20 die or whatever. So I don't want to hear it.
Yep.
Carry on though.
Okay. Just everybody try to be on your best behavior, please.
And
Vince, so he gets to be a douchebag.
What's up, Al?
And Vince, just don't worry about me. I won't really care if you make any rash deal makings. You know, I drop my head, I gesture to me in cuffs. You know, this kind of thing.
That's fair. I think she's desperate, and I think that we can figure something out.
I mean, I am famous after all.
Should we be getting Ash out of her eyesight before she wakes up?
You know what? Just for good measure, let's do that. Whatever would make her less infuriated when she wakes up tied to a fucking bar stool would be ideal.
All right, Ash, you're gonna be second floor arbiter for today.
You gotta be right up here with Shu and his funny legs.
She gives a weak cheer as she like stumbles up the stairs a little bit.
For the record, Millie does not sound as energetic as she was before, but she's trying to sound a bit more cheerful when she's talking to Ash.
If you guys don't mind, I'm gonna go catch some air. I wink at Vince.
Go for it.
Ash just, it's my fault.
Is she already upstairs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ash gets to keep the sweater for now, by the way. Trauma blanket.
Is anyone else coming up with Ash, or is she just gonna be up there by herself?
I would imagine Millie brought her up, but...
Millie probably walked her up.
I have some personal matters to attend to.
Yeah, Millie will walk her up the stairs because she looks unsteady, presumably, if she's wobbling up. So Millie will walk her up the stairs. You know, she can catch Ash if she needs to. So,
is she okay?
I mean, aside from the legs, he looks fine.
Yeah, it's the protagonist arc where he grows into the ability to kill God. That's the thing. Shu's the protag.
It's my fault, isn't it?
Nah. You didn't do anything.
Well, I existed and I brought them here.
Well, you didn't make the decision to exist the way you did.
Very true. But nonetheless, I brought him here. Choice
Fuck Yahoo.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You did it indirectly. So, we got no reason to be mad at you about it. You don't gotta say sorry. I mean, think of it this way. So, my boss, he's gone right now. But is it then my fault for knowing the boss that he disappeared?
No.
Same thing. It's not your fault people don't like how you turned out, or that folks made you the way that you are. I mean, between you and me, I got a little experience in being turned into something that you don't really like. But best you can do is make the most of it. And if folks don't like what you turned into, well, it's not your fault to begin with.
Yeah. You're right.
Are they saying this is like the doorstep of the room, by the way?
I'd imagine like Millie would try and get Ash over to the couch or something to sit down on.
Okay, well, you guys are saying that in front of She right now, and he's just listening.
All right, just try and relax, yeah?
That'd be awesome.
Stop the bleeding from your face.
Try.
You want a hug or something?
Mm-hmm. Yes, please.
And, well, she gets a big ol' hug
Aww.
from Millie, who is trying her best, who initially squeezed her a little bit too hard, but then realizes that this is a small girl who has the weight of a rice cracker, and she should probably be a lot more careful, so she very quickly realizes that.
She kind of like...
Ash's best girl.
Kind of jolts at the hug at first, but then when it gets softer, she just is okay with it.
Beautiful.
Millie also needed a hug, so,
So
this is a win-win situation.
I see this is an absolute win!
I see this as an absolute win. After a minute, Millie will let go of her. You can keep the sweater for the time being. Just stay up here and don't worry too much. Won't let anything happen to you.
Okay.
And she tries for a little bit of a smile.
She does the same. She attempts to smile at her. I can't seem to get it out.
Alright. Well, wish us luck, I guess.
She hands Ash like a handkerchief so she can wipe out the blood if she wants.
She was downstairs and Ash is upstairs.
No,
Also, she already has an
crawled
napkin.
upstairs. She went upstairs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think you all heard me, but I did say
Yeah,
he
Shu's
like,
been upstairs. Yeah, he watched that whole thing.
Oh.
So you
Yeah,
just
he was
kind of
watching
like
the
plopped
entire-
her on the couch next to Shu.
I thought he crawled upstairs and then fucking
No,
what's his name?
So I'll
Vincent yeeted
re-explain.
him.
Yeah, no, he
I'd like
threw
to think
him
that
down.
Shu's just kind of like, what the fuck? Okay,
You know,
okay.
He should, no,
Shoot
yeah,
up and downstairs like a ping pong ball. I
yeah,
swear to
he
God.
has been because he crawled upstairs again because his legs aren't need to be repaired. But anyway,
We'll figure it out. I'm a tinker.
He just
Okay.
She shakes her head at Shu, and she says she already has like a napkin.
he goes back to repair. He goes back to his citadel repairing it by using the stone to. Currently on his left leg because his right leg is still pulsating a bit.
Millie's going back downstairs after she
Hi, Millie.
finishes talking to. Hi.
Out of character, but
Hi, Millie. How you doing? I
got-
you guys had a really emotional moment, but can I have
It is now
some water?
It is now strangely silent. Now he has like nothing to say
Well,
to anybody.
guess we
right
wait
now.
for her to come too.
Yep.
Vince is just gonna kind of pull up a chair nearby, and he's gonna sharpen his ship,
He looks
waiting
up from
for the earful.
He looks back from the bar and he says, "Just follow whatever fucking lead you have. Honestly, could care less. Honestly, about jokes right now.
Clayton, you mind if I use the kitchen?
Be my fucking guest."
Well, I guess it's a good thing I'm the one that left then.
Now, what are you doing actually? Before we end this out,
Yes.
what are you doing?
I'm talking to my old buddy, old pal.
All right, go ahead. Have a conversation.
Yes, I will. So, Care to explain what the hell that all was about?
Well, you guys are getting a little too close for comfort there. Thanks for covering me back there, by the way.
Well, they already know it's you anyway.
I kind of had to throw a wrench in your plan here because you guys are getting a little close for comfort.
Oh, what? You getting scared? You gonna throw some more cronies at us?
I'm not scared. I'm just making a strategic decision right now.
Yeah, okay. Call it what you want.
I mean, you getting a little upset now.
Oh, who said I was getting upset? You're the one that's stuck with me, aren't you?
Are you sure it's not the other way around?
Depends.
I'm not getting paid, so yeah. Not the other way around, buddy.
I mean, yeah, you still haven't paid me yet.
You're in my head, so I'm going to make it your problem.
Yeah. You never paid me for being in my head. So.
You know what? I'm getting sick of your shit, Gatucci. Roll a zeal check.
Oh!
Oh god,
Getting sick of your shit.
What's my zeal again?
Better figure it out. Better make it count.
Oh
Hippity
no!
hoppity, where the fun begins.
So it's just one of my 3 zeal skills, yes?
Yeah, choose the highest of the. Try to choose the highest possible one.
Yeah, you see the problem here?
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, I only have...
Not even of like hope, will, or status?
Oh, well, if it's hope, will, or status, then I have this.
Okay, go ahead
Plus
and roll.
ratio.
L plus ratio, am I right?
Oh, plus ratio, plus your bad, plus your baldy.
Plus 9, let's go.
Hope
Time to
seed
get
bald.
insane.
Yeah, I think I cut it, Chief.
Well, was it ever?
Okay, yeah. So now you're starting to lose grasp on reality itself now, casually.
It's a good thing I didn't walk too far from the bar. I'm gonna probably
Just
go
snort.
back.
Just
You're
runs off like
you're-
a dog that got free from a leash. Just runs into an alleyway.
You're starting to feel like you really can't. Like you sometimes you're feeling like you're always like in
I
like a
feel
constant
that
like
move.
falling you know that feeling when you're falling and you're about to fall
I
asleep.
know the feeling.
You're like you're like constantly in that now.
That actually, I think there's a
Well, I
word
bet
for that. I
this
think
is-
that's just vertigo, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
that's
you got like
vertigo.
vertigo going
That's
on,
vertigo.
as well as your hallucinations, which have gotten worse, by the way, and when it's like distorting your vision now.
Oh, I gotcha.
All
And
this
also-
working for a reason.
And also, because of this encounter here, everybody is going to gain 1 stress and take 1 of the zeal damage.
Oh,
Everybody, you say?
Including Ash?
Yeah, I have Ash's little sheet.
Oh my.
Oh my god.
Oh boy,
Alright.
1 stress and 1 insight, gamers. Let's go.
Yeah. The 2 things that I
One
don't have
stress
high
and 1
in.
insight, you say?
Hang on, I have to roll the distortion dice real quick. Hang on.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Wait,
For somebody.
who?
Don't worry about it.
No,
Don't worry about it. Completely worries about it. Wait a minute.
Oh, I'm worried.
Yeah, I'm definitely worried because if it's the Hana associate, this is where the fun begins.
Don't worry about it.
Yep, it's the Hana associate. I'm calling it now.
Oh god.
It's a bit sussy.
Mm-hmm.
Hey yo, Amogus?
2,
Amogus.
3.
There's one
Oh, look,
imposter
the one-
among us.
Okay.
It's Al.
Okay, we're good. Don't worry.
It's Al. We all know this already.
Yeah. Al is the imposter among us.
Yeah.
Nothing
Basically.
came of it. Don't worry.
All right. Good.
Dude, that's what we're gonna call
Airs.
it, rats for today.
Oh
Yeah, I'm
my,
just gonna-
that turned into a
I'm just-
Shoo, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna clarify one
Yeah, it's-
thing. I am
if
attempting
anything-
to walk my way back into the bar.
You know, if anything, it's Fox's and Clayton's fault for not closing the door. If the door was closed, he would never have heard her call. He never would have heard her call Ash a monster, and then he wouldn't have
No,
made
that's
that.
fine. I
decision.
think I can play off of that anyway, though. Regardless,
You know, that's entirely on the fault of you two, though. I'm just interested in implications that will come from this. Let's go.
But yeah,
So,
you guys finally got some answers. But yeah, you guys are having internal drama now.
Yeah.
Ed, you having fun dealing with my bullshit yet again?
Just because
Millie
of I don't know
kinda
how
bounced
things are
back
going
a
to
bit too.
just because I don't know how things are going to go down, I am going to start designing distortion/ego for Millie.
I'm actually going to do the same for Shu. now
Yeah,
that
you
bring
guys
that
might
up.
want to
That's a
do
good
that. Honestly, I'm gonna say.
I already have ideas.
It's because
Yeah,
I will say
literally.
now that things have taken this turn, things may go a little more fighty now. A little.
Gotcha.
Alright.
Yeah.
People
You
are
see,
not.
here's the
People may not be happy with certain factions. May not be happy with you at the moment.
I mean,
Fun.
to be honest, a lot of people don't like me. But like, who could hate this? Who could hate this face? Am I
There he
right?
is. There's the guy who doesn't wash between his ass cheeks while he's in the shower.
Oh
What?
god. Not like this.
Oh
Wow,
boy.
he just exposed then.
So yeah, Ed, you having fun dealing with my bullshit in yet another tabletop game?
Well, it's funny you say that, but that's like my literal lowest stat, though, is zeal. So if he wills it, then yeah, I probably will.
I'm probably gonna.
Oh wait, no, you're talking about distorting. Never mind.
So
You're talking about ego, rather.
what were your guys' thoughts on the session, the return?
I think it was
Nice.
fucking solid.
The return was fun.
I got to
Very
lore
solid.
drop a little bit. I was gonna go a little further than that, but I was like, nah, that lasted long enough. We can break it up into different
I'm
parts. and
afraid
talked
I'm
about other
afraid I
things, though.
lore dumped for too long, and I.
No, that was
No,
fine.
you're good.
I got to.
No, it was tasty.
Yes.
Very
Yeah,
zesty.
Very
I got
tasty
to
indeed.
insult. I got to insult the ghost in my head, so that was cool.
I
Tasteful
very much
side
love some
lore,
well
if you
seasoned
will.
lore.
Well, at least you kind of have a villain origin and a villain motive now, kind of.
Yes.
Yeah.
This one guy in Fox's chat is super invested.
Oh,
Yes.
Corb, I may commission you again for the ego and
Ooh.
Do it. I like money.
Alright.
Do it. Money.
Really?
I'm not gonna say don't do it. If you're gonna give me money, I'll take the money.
No, I'm aware. I just said I may.
Corb, I remember I asked you that commission. You're like, no, I don't want you to waste your money on me. Wham, baby.
Oh, okay, listen. That's because you were just doing it for the sake of commissioning me. If you
That's
want something
beautiful.
drawn, then I will take the money. But just for the sake of doing it.
You're like, I'm just a little goblin.
I'm just
I'm
a
literally
level
5
1 goblin.
when I can
None
call
of them have
myself a
good
goblin.
loot.
I only have one hit point.
Oh
Okay,
god.
give me money then. Give me money, Ed.
All I can imagine is the next few. You guys have you guys seen Spider-Man: Far From Home?
Yeah.
Well,
And you know
sort
the you
of,
know
I
the
think.
you know the beginning of it where it's like everybody knows that Spider-Man's Peter Parker and everybody's out to get him.
Oh, I see.
That's about to be you guys next session.
Oh my.
Oh, that's already been me for a while, actually.
No, that's what Owl's been this entire time, where everyone knows
Yeah.
him. Just over here, like, well,
Very true.
Shu.
Very
By the way, I'm
true.
gonna have to ask you guys to carry Shu because I'm actually not gonna go back on that mechanic. I enjoy the idea for my leg mechanic.
We need to upgrade your legs. We need
No,
to
no,
pack a
that's
punch.
fine. You forget though too that I'm a
Pack a punch
tinkerer.
your
I can
legs.
probably help you with that when I figure out how it works.
Yes, Fox, go pack
Okay,
a
I'll
punch
have
his
to
legs.
explain. I'm going to explain it to you then. When
No,
if
that's
that ever
fine. Do it
comes
within
up.
character. Like, do it within
Yeah, no,
character.
no.
Like, it's a thing that we can figure out over time. I also love the development with Ash. With I've been wondering that for a while, and I was gonna bring that up to you at some point, Ed, to actually teach her. Vincent he's no master at all with anything, but I would like to think that he knows quite a bit with like swordplay from what he would have been like taught from the dude who runs the fucking workshop and whatnot, who is a master, like pretty much a grandmaster, by the way. But yeah,
Interesting.
Right,
Oh,
So-
now I'm trying to figure out like what she's gonna do with Ash in the room now.
give me
like-
1 minute though, guys. I'm just gonna deafen out, and I'll be right back in just a second. I'm just gonna
Oh
close
my
out
God.
the stream and raid Elf.
Shoot, just kiss her.
All right, y'all, I am going to send you to Else the Slime Girl now for a raid. So everybody who can and will, please pop on over to the Twitch side and join the raid for Else the Slime Girl. Because, boy, do I love raiding Else. Else is fun. Else is good bean. All right, y'all. So it's been a lovely, lovely stream. Thank you all for joining. Thank you all for, investing in this with me as well. I'm going to call it a night. I am ready to do so. So let me find Else the Slime Girl right here. They are playing Civ 6. Excellent choice. All right, cool. So after 10 seconds happens here, I'm sending y'all down in that direction. Alright, cool, we're gonna go and raid else. Y'all take it easy, it was fun. Until next time.